Live from Harbor Station, it's the Vector Spaceman Show. Now here's your host, Vector Spaceman.
Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. Good evening, Space Cadets. Welcome back to the program. It's the Vector Spaceman Show. I'm your host, Vector Spaceman. We are back in studio tonight, and I am joined by my charming, delightful, fun, energetic, magnanimous, virile, odoriferous guests for the evening. You might know them from the hit series Nef Quest, airing every Tuesday on Twitch.tv, or perhaps as the stars of the classic animated features of the iconic Vector Spaceman specials. Two friends of the show and fellow virtual streamers, we are graced now by the presence of Dregn and the magnificent Nef. You guys, welcome back to the program.
Hi, Spaceman. Hello.
Oh, man.
We got a little action in the chat. Nice to see you, Karen. Nice to see you, Zenobia. Heard my favorite space people were around, indeed. Welcome to the show, everybody.
The galaxy's prettiest bounty hunter? No way.
Indeed, indeed. You guys put a little collab shout out in the chat. Check it out, y'all. Talking with Dregn and Nef tonight. So glad you could both be here.
Yeah,
it's time for another fanciful evening.
Yeah, Dren's wearing a mask for a reason today.
Dregn, you're not sounding so hot, bud. What's happening over there?
No, we overheated over the weekend, and I'm in maintenance mode right now. So
maintenance mode.
Yeah, I mean,
he's augments, bro. Get me away from this guy.
Don't worry, you're safe. It's a self-contained.
Should have put him in your chair.
Yeah, there you go. Just swap me over there. Give me the controls. I'm the captain now. But,
captain now.
Yeah, look at him.
You got the space Rona. Is that what's going on, Dregn?
Space Rona? No.
He caught a virus.
we got the space virus, exactly. You got
a computer virus.
I mean, all his augments. He might as well.
Might as well.
Yeah. I can't control my hands, guys.
What's new, you guys?
That's gonna be a thing, though. If we ever get to like cybernetics, people are gonna get like malware in their like arms.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's just gonna go all haywire. Yeah, or you're gonna have to update like your firmware or something like that. It's gonna be a big hassle.
Ooh. You get home. I want to use my arms, but there's a 3-hour update. I gotta wait.
Yeah, there's an update. You didn't pay your subscription fee. You didn't
all that. Pre-download the update while you were asleep, bro.
It's just like the lamest parts of dystopian cyberpunk futures.
Literally. Yeah. Your arm starts bugging out. You get a call from your antivirus. They're like, "You didn't pay this month, so fuck you."
Nah, here's how it would really happen. You'd get a virus, and your arm will be trying to transfer your bank funds.
Yeah, literally.
Your permission. It's like, no, I don't want to send money.
Your arm just starts choking you out.
Yeah.
Runs on Windows 11. Says no. You got some ghetto. You're running Vista or something like that.
You're running XP on your fucking arm.
Hey now. Let's not talk smack about XP. XP is a noble operating system.
Wait until we go full circle and start running on operator.
Can you run
2095?
Yeah, literally.
Mm-hmm.
It's running on assembly. I wonder if you could run a Linux server off of your arm.
Somebody will try. Somebody will make it happen.
You think you can run small augments with the Pi?
Oh, you must though. Like that's where it will all start, probably, right? Yeah, you get the enthusiasts.
The enthusiasts? Oh,
yeah, man. It's always that crowd making the big steps forward, right? The big leaps forward. Vigs, hello, welcome to the show. Nice to see you. We're joined tonight by friends of the show, Nef and Dregn. I know a lot of people who've been tuning in lately might not be familiar with Dregn and Nef, so of course we're going to do
catching Dren's virus.
Yeah,
do some shout-outs here.
She's losing it.
Fellow virtual streamers and space-themed peeps who we love to have on the show. Co-stars of the Vector Spaceman animated specials, which, you know what, we haven't plugged all the links today. Make sure you're following us on the Twitter, on the YouTube. You guys, you can check out Dregn and Nef over there as well on some of our fanciful special broadcasts. Always a pleasure to have them on. It has been a while since we've seen both of you on, though. What have you guys been up to?
Sure has. Dying.
I believe that.
It's this week has been fun. But you got to follow Vector because I think he's shadow banned. Your last little special that you had done for Valentine's, I didn't see it anywhere until someone told me that you did something, and I was like, wait, what?
I saw it in my subscriptions, Dregn. So maybe you're just a bad friend.
Maybe he's just not paying attention.
We're out there too deep.
He's just not terminally online like some of us. Maybe that's it.
Problem too.
I like how Vector asked you what you're up to, Dregn, and you didn't take the opportunity to plug your fucking huge project that you're working on.
Oh, that huge project's fine. We're always trying to do something.
Are we talking about your special project right now, Dregn? Your tabletop role-playing one?
Yeah, that's the one. It's called Dungeon Core. It's a tabletop RPG system I'm making. Which, the more I make it, the more I'm like, why hasn't anyone done this before? Like, why is D&D and Pathfinder so complicated? Like, what the fuck? But we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited about it. It's actually almost done. I just got to do what we're calling features, which is going to be kind of taking what you gain from spells and classes and breaking them out into quote unquote features. But core system and core mechanics, it's all done. So it's it's probably going to be announced later at the end of the month. So
very exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah, if I didn't get sick, it'd probably be I'd have more to talk about it, but we're running on half cylinders right now, so you know.
And Nef, what's new in the world of rocks?
New in the world of rocks? Damn, I thought I was gonna get like a question. Okay, there's like a meteorite that fell a while ago that had 2 new minerals on it. That was pretty cool. Ooh. The Earth's core is spinning the other way now.
When did that happen? Hold on, that actually sounds new though. Like we talked to you like a couple weeks ago. That sounds very new.
That was a recent thing. That was so we discovered that the Earth's core like stopped spinning, and we were like, "Huh, what's up with that?" And now it's going the other way.
That seems like kind of a big deal.
They've discovered recently that's been happening every.
Yeah, it's every 70 years.
No, long even okay, yeah, there is the 70-year mark, but there's also like a big shift that seems to happen every 6.5 to 7,000
years. So it changes momentum.
Yep.
But then every 70 years, it has a complete switch in the direction it's spinning.
Yeah, pretty neat. The Earth does some weird stuff, and we're none the wiser.
No doubt. Nothing to be concerned about, I wager, if it's something that's happening every 70 years.
Yeah, no, it's not that big a deal.
The one that happens every 7,000 years is generally pretty catastrophic from historical records, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll keep our eye out for that one then.
Yeah, or don't, because it'll happen in like 4 hours, allegedly. So we'll see.
Oh. You heard it here first, folks. Get ready to panic.
No panic. Keep calm.
Wait, hang on. I don't, no. Don't panic. We're fine.
We're fine. Nothing's wrong. Besides, that's what the big man says, so it's obviously it's fine.
Big man?
You know, all the big people, all the big wigs, all the suits.
Obviously not talking about anybody on this show.
Yeah. No one's buying up a bunch of bunkers. No, not one.
Did you guys ever see those stories? And it really picked up during COVID times. All the rich people buying bunkers and security places in like New Zealand.
Which is like the weirdest thing to waste your money on.
Well, unless you expect something big to go down. I don't know.
Yeah, unless they know something we don't. But actually, it's funny because I learned about this.
Well, I mean, okay, here's the rationale, right? I'm going to climb in my bunker, and the entirety of civilization will be destroyed, and I'll just live in my bunker for a while.
Well,
and
except all the other people in New Zealand.
Fine again, right? But here's the thing, there's the problem with that. When you come out of your bunker and all of civilization is gone,
except New Zealand.
What's your plan, buddy?
Yeah, you're still in the Stone Age again.
Right.
In New Zealand, though.
Stone Age. We get it.
To avoid the fear of death. It's not just New Zealand. I think, was it Sweden? I didn't know about this until this past few months, but Sweden apparently has a rich history. Part of it comes from the wartime. But
wait. You gotta back.
What?
You can just say Sweden has a rich history. Yeah, it's a country. A rich history in what?
A bunker building.
Okay,
their
mountain
ranges are rife with bunker systems and networks, and there's this one YouTuber that had gone out there and flew drones all through the mountains, and he found all sorts of just like hidden bunker entrances on the mountainsides that were camouflaged. And you wouldn't
bet they didn't love that.
They don't care. They're all chill out there, it seems. But he actually got to.
Well, they
go
better
talk
be
to
chill.
people.
It's Sweden.
Exactly.
Fairly cold,
Sweden
yeah.
seems like a fun place.
Nordic country.
Yeah.
Is it Sweden or is it Iceland that has the seed bank in it, the big famous one? Do any of you know?
I
Which
think
one?
I thought it was Greenland.
Greenland? No. Greenland's like north of Canada.
Greenland's the big icy one. It's
Yeah,
opposite.
Greenland's way out of the way. I didn't think it was there.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It's
somewhere
like-
civilized.
Iceland makes sense. Somewhere civilized.
What the fuck?
Well, you know, relatively speaking.
It's like saying Antarctica's not a real continent.
Oh,
Yeah,
Derringer
see?
seems to think
See,
it's
I believe
Greenland
it's
too.
Yeah,
All right.
thanks. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Seed vault.
I don't know. Oh, the seed vault. Wait, was that up in Iceland? I thought that was.
Okay,
Or
it
Antarctica?
looks like it's the Svalbard. That sounds like no. Yeah, it's Norway. Never mind. Nobody was right.
The seed vault's
Okay.
pretty cool, though.
Actually, it's near one of the generator sites in Frostpunk, and that's one of the scenarios where you have to keep.
Oh,
Oh,
so
man.
that's where you know it. Gotcha.
You ever play Frostpunk, Vector?
I was right
You ever survived the
adjacent,
winters?
Derringer. Well, you were right in the fact that I'm pretty sure Norway owns Greenland, if that's what you mean.
What? No, hang on.
Yeah,
Does
you didn't know
Norway-
that? Norway is a kingdom, and it owns Greenland.
The eastern
That's
section
Kingdom
of the
of
country.
Denmark.
No, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they
so
own the whole thing.
Denmark has final control of Greenland, but Norway claimed the eastern section of the country.
Oh, whoops! I
Ah.
got that mixed up. I was thinking of Denmark. That was
Yeah,
my
Denmark-
bad. I got
Denmark
it wrong.
owns Greenland. Vector
Yep, no.
Spaceman, you're spreading misinformation on your stream.
I'm spreading misinformation on the internet. Welcome to the Vector Spaceman Show. You're not going to learn a single thing that's true, but it'll be interesting at least.
It's okay. Look at his smile. Isn't he lovely? Oh,
Thank you, Dragon. Dragon's my backup in misinformation here.
There we go.
Here, I think. Listen. We've all been wrong tonight. Let's just, lean into it.
Okay,
We'll
speak
keep
for
that
yourself.
energy going.
I've never been wrong, ever.
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 All right. Anar, I missed the 5 gum cult in Frostpunk. Yeah, that
me
was fun.
too,
That
but
was fun.
I do miss the 5-gun call. That was
Dragon, you were asking if I'd ever
It's
played
been-
Frostpunk, and no, I haven't. I've only ever seen Nef play it.
good game.
does seem
Frostpunk
like
2
a good
coming out
game.
soon.
Weren't they making
A
a second
sequel?
one?
There's a 2, yeah. And there's going to be oil.
Oil.
He can be American in the British
Hello?
game.
Yeah, but cold.
Cold American. So Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Kind of like Canada, yep. Or Alaskans.
or Alaskans.
True.
What's going on in Alaska, anyways?
What's going on in Alaska?
Not much.
Not much.
I don't know.
I hear they really took off cargo-wise during the pandemic times. That it was
Yeah.
like that
I heard
because they got the
they
one
got a
big
lot of
international
stuff.
airport up there in Anchorage, and like so much air cargo gets flown into there because it's like right in the middle of everything. I
Okay.
was actually watching a little documentary about that a while back, about how it's so perfectly situated to be like this hub for everybody, and it really got started that way during the Cold War because Russia and the Soviet Union, in a broader sense, they didn't let any other European countries fly through their airspace. So it always became easier to fly around them, stop in Alaska, and then continue on to the rest of the US or wherever else you were going. And, you know, over the years, they just continued to use it for cargo, for cargo planes, because you can
Layover
take...
spot.
Well, here's the thing. You can either fill up your plane with gas and get it all the way to, like, you know, Los Angeles or New York or Toronto or something like that, or BC, you know, where you'd be sending cargo most of the time, or you can fill it up with more cargo and a little less gas. You stop over in Alaska, fill up again, and then you go the rest of your length. So it just became this really convenient spot.
Nice.
That's sort of just like within 9 or 10 hours of every major airport on Earth. Darren's just saying, I don't know much about planes other than they go burr. They do go burr, and when they're in Alaska, they go burr in two senses. Yeah. On the same page. We're on the same page.
We're on the same page. Vector, I don't know when said this yet, but I think we're on the same page.
You think we might be on the same page, though?
I think we could be.
Let's be on the same page, you guys.
All right. What page are you on?
Oh, shoot. Maybe we're not on the same page. If you gotta ask, then, you know,
All right,
we're
Nef, I'm
already...
gonna need you to start at the next paragraph. Let's go.
Okay.
Do a reading? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
hang on.
Start from page 3, says
pulling out one of
Derringer,
our
slow
textbooks.
reader.
Page 3?
before.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. Okay, page 3. Oh, God. Okay.
Paragraph 5.
It's almost
Okay,
like you weren't
paragraph-
paying
okay,
attention in class. Come on now.
No, I promise I was paying. Okay, the most important piece of the advanced supplies, of course, was the MAV, a Mars-resistant vehicle. That was how we would get.
Did you just pull up The Martian again?
Yeah, of course I do. I have it right here on my
It's
shelf.
her Bible, please.
It is
I was
my
gonna
Bible.
say, I think I've said that
Every night
before.
before bed.
Nef
She
keeps
keeps it in
Nef
bed
keeps
before.
The Martian at her bedside table like an old
Yeah.
lady
I have
keeps
a
a
lot
Bible.
of books here on my shelf, man.
But only one that you keep so
It's
close.
almost like it's a bookshelf.
That's I've heard of those.
Really? You should try them. They're pretty cool.
I should. Oh, ooh.
Yeah, I have a whole section of this bookshelf dedicated to like nerdy like science books.
And the rest of it is manga.
Well, a sizable portion of it is manga.
I was expecting you
Yes,
to
the
turn
rest
that
is
around.
for anime girls.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you
pretty
go.
much. Let's be honest with ourselves. Pretty much.
Speaking of anime girls, Nef, you were playing the Stars Cross Hearts dating sim the other week, produced by
I
our friends over
was,
at
I
Nova
was.
Swarm. Did you ever find any of those secret endings? Did you get all 15 of the endings? I don't know if you kept
Not
playing
yet.
afterward.
I still need to be working on that. But no, I'm having a great time with that. It's such a
Yeah,
good
you
game.
got pretty far with it.
Yeah, I think you got Ellie and Lyra endings both done. Both good and bad endings.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And if you haven't played it, you should go to Nova Swarm and play their awesome dating sim, Stars X Hearts. It has like 15 endings, bro. What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
a lot of
all
endings.
self-produced by Nova Swarm. You can get stickers and achievements. Oh my god.
Friends of the show, Nova Swarm, we put a little shout out for them in the chat. Make sure you're following them. Fantastic group of folks.
Yeah, bro, you gotta support Nova Swarm.
You gotta support Nova Swarm, though.
If
You
you
gotta
aren't
support,
supporting Nova Swarm, literally, what are you doing?
like, really, honestly.
Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, there's the link right there, as long as I don't get slapped on the pot
Yeah, there you
yeah.
go. Download it now.
on
The-
itch.io.
No.
Yeah, no,
No, but
what you
what?
want to do is try to download the earlier builds of the game with all the glitches in them. That's the fun way to do it.
Don't do
With
that.
the time warp
no,
glitches
no.
and all the
No,
good
no,
stuff.
No, the bugs and glitches, they never end. What are you talking about? Even when Nef was playing it, she was breaking the game.
Well, that's just like a side effect of me, okay? It's like,
That's full of bugs.
I don't know, I managed to duplicate Lyra, and
Rig like interrupting your moves on Lyra too.
I guess.
There was like
I don't know.
one part where like it was either Rig or Ellie just like jumps into the center of the screen and just like blocks everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, notice me. Witness me.
Witness me, yeah. No, it's a great game though. We played through it once. We got the bad regional ending, and that was as far as we got. The rest we'll just have to play in our spare time.
Yeah, I did the good ending with Lyra, the bad ending with Lyra, the cringe awful ending, and then I did the Ellie good ending.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was the secret one? Because you got a little hint from them.
That was
they
the
put a-
secret ending. for like a sticker for when you find bugs in the game.
For bug finders. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But Nef's convinced that there's a secret ending.
There's a secret ending, and I'm gonna find it. I will.
Despite the fact that Ellie keeps saying there's no secret ending.
Listen.
So you're thinking,
There's a
what, in
secret
addition
ending.
to the 15?
Yeah, dude, there's a secret 16th ending, and I'm gonna find it.
This is
They're
going to
still
become
patching
this is
it
going to
in.
become the next big gaming obsession.
Yeah, where's our data miners at?
Yeah, you need to data mine. You need to. This
Nef, I
becomes
thought you were good at data mining. You just physical mining.
just physical mining.
I mean, I could go into the files and look for it, because they just give you a zip, right? But
Yeah,
I
true.
don't, that's not fun, man. I want to find it.
It becomes that passed around playground knowledge. I swear there's a 16th ending. You got to do
There
this
is.
and this and that. I read about it on
I'm gonna
a
find it.
Angel
I'm
Fire
gonna.
website.
I'm gonna find it.
It's like old school game development where there's just Easter eggs around every corner.
Right?
Yeah.
Current game developers have to get approval from production to add them in. It's so
I remember there used to be a lot of that back in the day. Like you
Yeah.
hear some
Like the
kid
original
talking about,
Portal.
no man, it was all like Pokemon stuff, like back in the day about stuff
Yeah.
that, man, no, I saw it on a Japanese website. You got to do this and this and that. Check under here, all that sort of
And
stuff.
like
And, you know,
90% of them wouldn't be true, but just enough were true that you still tried all of them.
right? Like you'd hear something ridiculous, and then they'd tell you about the missing no glitch, and you'd try it out, and it would actually
Yeah.
work. And then you'd be like, what? I gotta try all these other goofy things they're telling me about.
Do you guys have a favorite Easter egg?
Ooh, do we have a favorite Easter egg?
I can't remember them, so I'm out.
You can't remember Easter eggs?
You
Yeah,
know,
his augments are acting up. He doesn't have his. He lost
yeah,
like 300 gigs, bro.
memory is corrupted.
I think there was. I remember playing Star Wars Dark Forces 2, which was like a first-person shooter for Star Wars, and there were the characters Sam and Max from the Sam and Max like point and click, it was like a crime-solving game. Sam and Max, the dog and the rabbit. I don't know if you recognize those characters, but they were, because all of those games were developed by LucasArts, so they snuck them in as like background characters, and you could find them in the game. I thought that was kind of cool. Derringer's saying the Korone Doom Easter egg is one of my favorites. That's right. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
It got taken out
yeah.
though.
They took it out though. That's right.
Why?
Just stupid. I don't know. Who knows, man?
Who knows? Stopped playing Doom, so they took it out.
One Easter egg that always stuck with me is in a specific area of Divinity Original Sin 2. You can find a bonfire with a sword in it from Dark Souls,
Okay.
which is kind of fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, a lot of them don't like stick out to me. I had to really think about that Sam and Max
Yeah,
one.
I don't remember many others other than that. My cat wants to leave 1 second.
Okay. Here, tell you what, guys, we're going to take a short break, about 30 seconds, while Nef lets her cat out of the room, and we'll be back real soon, you guys. Stay tuned. We got more to talk about with our lovely co-hosts, Dregn and Nef. We'll be right back, you guys. And we're back. Look at that. That didn't take very long. That wasn't so bad, man.
Well,
Twitch ads be the worst, though. But what can you do?
back.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here in studio with Dregn and Nef of the Dregn Durant Show and also of the Nef Show. Occasionally, also of Nef Quest. Also occasionally of the Vector Spaceman animated specials.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
So true though. So true
That's
though.
true. Actually, that is true.
Such multifaceted talents, these two.
That's true. Actually.
Nef, would you rather be a shooting star or falling rock?
Those are the same thing, actually.
A shooting star is a falling rock, Dragon. Even I know that.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So neither or both?
Both.
Both, I guess, yeah.
There we go. So about that complaint I was talking about before we started tonight.
Oh?
Oh yeah, Dregn has a complaint to file with the manager.
With the management?
With the management.
Hold on, wait a minute. That's me.
Doctor, can we speak to your management?
Yeah, let me go get him real quick.
Yeah. Can you grab the Vector with the bigger head?
Hold on a sec.
Is there? I don't think there could be a Vector with a bigger head. Let's be honest.
Hello, I'm Vector Spaceman
It
of the
was
Vector
him, not me.
Spaceman Show, and I
It was him, not
understand
me.
that you wanted to speak to the
Me.
manager.
So I've been looking forward to when we were going to do this with three of us because I've been told, at least over the past year, that the three of us have an interesting little dynamic going on. But
Yeah,
also
I said
that.
He did say that.
Well, it's not just you. I've heard it from like three people.
Nef said that.
Did it?
You said that.
Oh God, we're all here. Oh, I'm in. What
We
time?
found them. We got the culprits.
All right, yeah, go on though.
But I like how Vector didn't tell me Nef was going to be on tonight, and then I also like how he never tells me what we're going to be talking about either.
I didn't know that Nef was going to be on tonight. I messaged you each separately.
But then I found out
tried to put
your
together
announcement.
guests. I
I'm
thought,
like,
all right, let's have two guests on this week.
Let's
So I
go.
messaged Nef, I messaged Dregn, and then if one of you doesn't show, I would have messaged somebody else. You know.
Gotcha.
Or what if you had just been too ill to continue as you almost were? Then we'd have to
I
find a
don't know,
replacement.
man. I thought from the beginning that you were going to be here, like, because Vector said in his DM to me, "Oh, with a possible co-host Dregn." I'm like, well, of course Dren's going to say yes.
I'm
What?
also pretty sure I said we were probably going to have Nef on when I messaged Dregn.
Well,
Sure about that?
listen, his augments are acting up. He's not feeling so great.
No, Vector, you totally didn't. It's just me. I'm special. I get it. Okay.
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 All right.
buddy.
Wait, was that the
Anyways.
complaint
Let's
that
get you
we
down.
don't?
That was it. Yeah. It wasn't a big complaint because I was like, oh, look at that. Vector made his little schedule. Oh, wait. Nef's picture's there too. Oh, we're both on? Oh, this is a surprise.
I was in the voice chat when he made his announcement.
Wait, what? No, I what? What?
Yeah, I was.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you
Dude, are
talking about?
you good?
No.
All right, Dren, let's get you back to bed.
Back to the home. Yeah.
Who are you again?
I'm God.
Hi, God. Dren.
I'm here to take you.
Being raptured. Dang.
Yeah, literally. It's about to be the Heaven Stairway incident in New York City.
Oh, man. What is that?
You don't know the Heaven Stairway incident? Hang on, I gotta
No,
picture
I'm
this
not
video.
on that coast, so.
Heaven Stairway incident.
West Coaster, you gotta understand. Oh, Nef, you're glitching out.
This is such a scary picture.
How are you sharing this? In the
I'm gonna
same
send it to our little group
group
chat.
thing? All right. But yeah, that the minor complaint aside, I'm stoked that the three of us are here.
You know what? I'm stoked as well. It's always nice to see you guys.
Heavens to, oh my god. What an image.
Isn't it scary?
That could be an album cover.
It's when an oil truck it spilled oil all over everyone, and then it rained, and the oil floated on the water, so they all like ascended.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry. I'm looking at this thing that you sent in the chat here, and perhaps we'll put it up on the
You should
screen.
pop it up. Yeah, put it up.
We can do that, you know.
You have the power.
We have the power. We're very technically proficient and skilled over here. Check this out, you guys. We zip on up to the. Check this out. We're gonna zip on up to the TV screen. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Oh, so seamless.
Whoa!
And we pull up what we're looking at. So sorry. What is this?
Whoa! That's the Heaven Stairway incident.
Heaven Stairway incident, and it looks just like bodies floating up.
Yeah.
Zoom in a little bit.
Zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
Floating up in the air. Yeah, what is this supposed to be? Is this like one of those like SCP things or something like that?
That's just the Heaven Stairway incident, May 2021. New York
we
City.
could use a little more context, I feel like.
No, it's okay.
You know.
So I actually already explained that. So there's this oil truck, and it spilled oil all over everyone, and then it rained,
Everyone.
and the oil
All over
floated on
everyone.
Yeah, and the oil floated on the water of the rain, and so they all flew up into the sky, and then it stopped raining, and they fell.
Hold up, say that part again, because you've said it twice the
No, what do
exact
you
same
mean?
way, and it doesn't make any more sense.
So that's May 2021, the New York City Heaven Stairway incident.
No, not that part. Something about the water on the rain. What?
So when it stopped raining, they all fell and died.
Who all fell?
Everyone.
It's not.
What do you mean, everyone?
Yeah, everyone fell and died. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No, what do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, bro?
No, what do you
Okay,
mean?
Alright, listen, motherfucker. I'll go again. I'll start over. All right, ready? So it's New York City.
I
May
think you'd better, yeah,
2021,
from the top.
ready? So then there's this oil truck, and it crashed and spilled oil all over everyone, right? And then it started
Everyone,
raining,
allegedly, yes.
right? And oil floats on water. So when it was raining, the oil floated on the rain, and so everyone started descending
the
into
rain?
into the heavens. And then it stopped raining, and they all fell and died.
Yeah, because oil floats on water. So
Yeah, oil floats on water, so it was floating on the rain. So everyone was pulled up into the heavens. And then,
Why? Why?
and
Why?
then-
No. This
stopped-
is the
and
part
then
that doesn't make any
raining.
sense.
this was the incident.
And it stopped raining, and then they fell and died.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did-
Sorry.
yeah.
Now.
They were
Yeah.
covered in oil, right? They were
My
covered in
bad.
oil,
Yeah.
and
Now.
oil
Now I
floats
get
on
it.
the water,
Yeah,
and so
see,
when it
it's
was
like
raining,
Genovia remembers,
oil
Kira
floated on the
remembers.
water.
Yeah.
so
Sorry.
they
My
remember.
bad. I
They
wasn't
remember.
thinking straight.
They remember.
Cover yourself in oil
I can't
Go
believe
out in
you
the
didn't know
rain.
that. It was a huge
and just
incident.
fly.
Yeah.
This is why
Yeah.
people haven't, figured out how to fly yet. They just.
I
never
can't believe you didn't
considered-
hear about this. It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
No, I must have been. I
National
must have May 2021. Yeah, we must have been busy
Yeah,
with something
national
else. I don't know.
tragedy. May 2021. That was the New York City Heaven Stairway incident.
May 2021. You guys never forget.
Never forget. That's the year I was born.
That's true. Yeah. Crazy. Well, thanks for that, Nep. I feel enwizened. Yep.
Oh my god! Like, wait a minute. What? No. What? What?
What do you mean? What?
No.
What's wrong?
Nep is 2 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe the size of your brain, but you're bigger. Than
whoa.
Exactly.
What?
She hasn't learned her alphabet yet.
Actually ridiculous.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
guys, stop! I can't be laughing tonight, please.
You can be laughing though. We'll get that
can't
chest
be
working
laughing.
again.
It just hurts.
Hey, Dregn.
Well, yeah, exactly. Borat over here.
Exactly. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's why I hope they put that on my tombstone.
Verbatim.
Whoa.
All right, add it.
You know what? Yeah, it's as true now as it was when she first said it.
It really is, dude. That is a true statement. I've never heard it.
Somebody, screw it. I'll do it. By the time the stream's over, we'll put a big old inspirational quote with Nef's face on it. Wah 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 wah.
Whoa.
You know, it sticks with you. It's truer every time.
Yeah, I mean, the more you think about it, the more you realize, whoa.
Well, the more you think about it, yeah, something's definitely happening.
Yeah, the more your brain dissolves, I don't know.
Future generations will find your tombstone and be like, "What secrets lie here?
Yeah, what
Wait.
kind of philosopher was this?
What kind of formula is this?"
You guys heard about the radioactive material dumping site that they're making?
Yeah,
What?
China.
No, it's in like Texas.
All right, explain then.
So there's this like radioactive material like burial site in Texas that we're like burying it underground and then blowing up the cave so it sinks in on it, and it's like salt or something, so it'll help like contain it.
Oh,
And
so it's
then
like an old
above
F salt
that,
mine?
We're covering in like all these like weird like surreal like obelisks, and then it's going to be like a big platform or like I don't know wall with writing on it in every language, and it says like, "This is a place of danger. Leave. Go. Don't dig up what we buried here. It'll kill you." That sort of thing.
I feel like I have heard about that, but I thought it was more of a conceptual thing.
I think they're actually doing it.
I wonder.
Well,
if
that's pretty rad. That's that seems like the way to do it.
It's kind of freaky.
Do you think our language will look like hieroglyphics to the future
Yes.
civilization?
Our language already looks like hieroglyphics. We still have hieroglyphic languages.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so you're saying, do you think our language will ever look like a language that was really old? So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the cycle continues.
Like, I'm sure.
But yeah, I mean, in a sense, you know, you probably. I think we're pretty good at deciphering what is or isn't writing, just because we're pretty good at noticing patterns. But you know, it definitely wouldn't look the same. Like you just look at like old Middle English and stuff like that. It's you gotta work to be able to figure out what's going on there, and even that's pretty close.
You have to work. I can speak fluent Old English.
Can you?
Wow, look at this kid. Do it.
No, I can't. I have no idea what the fuck Old English talks about.
Actually, dude,
I read Beowulf, and that was the extent of my understanding of Old English.
That wasn't even like Old English, was it? Wasn't that like some half step between our language?
Beowulf. I thought Beowulf was a German story.
No, what? No.
No, but some of those old ones. I think
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up on this
Beowulf
computer.
is like Anglo.
Beowulf summary. Give me the Spark Notes.
Derringer brings up a good point. I hate the term Riz.
You don't like Riz? You're not a Rizzler? What the?
God, it's so stupid. Who cares?
Oh, it's Old English. Darn it, Nef was right.
Yeah, fuck you, Vector.
Rude.
Yeah, Vector.
I'm sorry.
Germanic heroic
you're wrong.
legend. So I was sort of on the ball there.
What?
In the tradition of Germanic heroic legend.
Okay, well,
So
yeah.
I was kind of on the ball there.
Okay.
You were only right on account of it was written in English. I feel
I was only right on account of I was right.
Yeah.
Nef likes to gaslight, and she's never wrong.
That's true.
Gaslighting is not real, Dregn.
You
What
made
are you
that
talking
up.
about?
Yeah, you made it up.
Made what up?
Gaslighting isn't real. You
Gaslighting.
made that up.
What about it?
You made it up.
Are you
I
alright?
didn't make up anything.
Don't make stuff up.
I didn't make up anything.
Vector, when are we starting the stream? Are we starting soon?
Are we live?
Yeah, as soon as Dragon gets his act together.
Yeah, we haven't
Act
started yet.
together. I don't have legs. I can't dance.
Yeah, you do.
Show us your legs.
Oh, I do have legs. You're right.
do have
You're
legs.
right. These wonderful legs made by Novaswarm. Don't
Oh,
mind the
shoot.
hands.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm a monster. Ooh, why am I standing?
Oh my god, there they are. Where are your arms? Your arms. Oh my god. Where are his
What
arms?
happened? What
the
happened?
fuck? I accidentally hit two keys at once, so my mouth looked weird there for a
It
second.
kind of looked like you had pursed lips or something. Do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Do it again.
Wait, if I hit my stupid smile.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
It's funny looking.
What in the world?
That's funny.
What in the world?
I can do all of my expressions at once if you want to see something really.
Why so
funny.
serious?
I do want to
Yeah,
see that,
really.
if you don't
I'll
mind.
do all of it at once. Ah!
Oh, gosh.
Whoa. Your mouth is something else, and your eye. Oh, how many eyebrows do you have?
Funny.
How many
Yeah.
eyebrows do you have?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it gives you like 4 additional eyebrows.
One for each emote.
have
Biblically
6
accurate now.
But a couple of them don't actually like change my eyebrows. We are not mortals.
You know, it's funny when we were recording. I think it was either the
Be not
Christmas
afraid.
special or the Halloween special. We were doing Dragon's motion capture, and because he has those extra arms that we make him put on his side when he's like standing up, so it doesn't look like his body cuts off. He switched to like that hand
Dragon
up
Grievous.
to that hand up thing that he does, and yeah, it looked like he had 4 arms wigging out at once, and he looked like Grievous. It was pretty great.
Yep.
Where's Nef going? She's smelling
Nef, stop
dragon.
trying to sniff my helmet. Weird.
I'm like my cat in. Leave me
A
alone.
little weird.
A little
Let my
weird.
cat in. Yeah, I'm just sorry. You smell so bad. I had to figure out where it was coming from.
So bad. What do you mean? I Febreze this armor every night.
Oh, that's why it smells nice. Okay.
Ooh.
At least it's not Axe, bro.
Oh, is that still around?
Yeah,
Of course it's
dude.
around, yeah.
Middle schoolers.
What else are
perpetuate
middle
that-
schoolers gonna not shower themselves in? Yeah.
Man, middle schoolers. Like, they need cologne, please. I guess it's not really looked at as cologne anymore. It's like shampoo and body wash and everything now, isn't it?
It's like
An
8 in 1,
antiperspirant?
stupid whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Body spray.
go back to scented lard.
Scented lard.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
let's
hated
go
middle
back to
schoolers. Middle
scented
schoolers are
lard.
the worst. If you're in middle school, I hate you automatically.
Axe does not equal Riz. That is the farthest
Axe
thing.
equals
It's
Riz?
not Riz. Dude,
You are
Axe is
wrong.
like the opposite
sir.
of Riz.
But it's like Riz you can smell.
No, it's not.
Riz, you can smell. Jeez.
It's more like a musk.
God.
There you go.
That makes me hate it even more. Just from word association.
You know how people don't like the word moist or chunky?
Some people do. I've never heard chunky, but I'm starting to see how the shape of that might throw some people off, yeah? Yeah, I never got the moist.
What's that? Are you leading into anything with that, or are you just saying it?
We just saying words now?
We're just saying words. Well,
We're
because
just saying things.
Nef said musk, and I'm like, I bet musk is a similar term.
Okay, yeah, we're talking word association, yeah.
I bet people can see that.
Vector, you got the Riz, bro? Oh, thanks, Derringer. Thanks so much. We stay risen over here.
Riz.
Do you know what Riz is?
Yeah, it's young folk speak for it's like goat sauce. It's like it's like all those new
Like-
words.
Well,
He's kind of sort of.
he's on the right track. I'll give it to
Yeah.
him. I've never heard Vector Riz one time ever.
Never. He has to open his mouth and he's risen. What are you talking about?
That's not true.
All I gotta do is open my mouth and Riz just comes pouring out.
Good sauce.
So inappropriate. You're gonna get banned on Twitch.
I Riz all over the place.
Stop. I'm putting my helmet on.
Nef's protecting yourself. I didn't know you had
Not
to
a
do that.
safe zone, bro. I'm in the,
Oh, man.
in the Riz zone.
Goat sauce.
I Riz like
Oh.
3 times before you guys got here.
Goat sauce is pretty rad, though.
No. What is goat sauce?
What is goat sauce? I don't know. You were the
I
one
know,
who
I
said
know
it
you're
first.
referencing goated with the sauce. I don't know what goat sauce is, though.
Yeah, see, I knew we were close.
You were on the
you-
right track.
You guys on the same page?
We stay on the same page, though.
Let me make
Okay.
sure, actually.
Okay.
Are we on the same page?
Definitely on the same page.
Let's just check.
Yeah. What do we on? Page 7.
I
paragraph
dragged it
8?
to the roof. Now for my next feat, getting it on the roof. Yeah, okay, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, we get it on the roof.
Yeah. I know exactly what that scene is, too, by the way. I've read that book so many fucking times.
Nef, do you like the book more or the movie more?
That's a hard choice. I really like both of them, because it's my favorite book and my favorite movie. So
Wow.
it's kind of a hard thing to say. I mean, the book has more nerdy science in it, but the movie just has so much. I mean, it has visuals. You know, it's so fucking
You
pretty.
can see it,
So cool.
For those just tuning in, we're talking
and not
about The
just in your
Martian now.
brain. Yeah, we'll be talking about The Martian by Mr. Andy Weir.
I don't think I can pick.
Do you like?
Just think how many times you could watch The Martian in the same
The
time you
Martian's
could
such
read
a good
it.
movie.
True. About 1-to-1 ratio.
Wow, speed reader.
I could.
I know
I
a
don't
movie's
usually.
good.
I'm actually a pretty slow reader.
I consider a movie good if I can watch it once a year and not get bored of it.
That means I have a lot of movies that I think are good because I rewatch movies all the time.
I rewatch tons of movies, yeah. What do you think's the one film you guys have rewatched the most?
Kung Fu.
Probably it's kind of underground. You might not have heard of it. The Martian by
All right, I don't know what we expected there. What was yours, Dragon?
Oh, sorry, I'm dying. No,
No, that's
Kung Fu
cool. That's
Hustle.
cool. Sorry, what was it? I keep speaking over you when you say your answer.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I guess if we're talking live action, it's definitely Kung Fu Hustle. But if we're talking animated, there's a couple other contenders.
Kung Fu Hustle. Okay.
You not seen it?
Sounds
No, I
like
have
my
seen
only move.
Okay. Yeah, anyone who likes kung fu movies, you gotta do yourselves a favor and go check out Kung Fu Hustle.
Actually, I don't know if it is The Martian that I've rewatched the most, because when Avatar, James Cameron's Avatar first came out, I was a kid and I rewatched that like a lot.
Wow.
So it might be outpaced by Avatar. I don't know.
I think I only saw Avatar because it was like novel, so you'd see it in the theaters in 3D with the glasses,
Yeah, I
and the
love
glasses were
Avatar.
cool and
That's
brand
a really
new and
good
special.
movie.
But
The
then, I
sequel's
never watched it afterward.
You
Oh
saw
yeah, hold on, I
Rim one.
remember. You were talking about Pacific Rim does bang. I remember
That's a good movie.
you were saying how like you were very adamant. We had you on around the same time that people were talking about going to see the new Avatar, and you were very adamant that there'd be no spoilers, that you were going to go
I
see
didn't want it spoiled, man. And I went and saw it. It was amazing. It was like one of the best movies I've ever seen. So you know, worth. It's
And all
worth
the,
being a dick about spoilers if you get to enjoy it. So you know.
True. Just looking
Speaking
at
of-
chat here, Zenobi's saying, I think I can recite Revenge of the Sith script from memory at this point. Yeah, that's
Revenge of the Sith
probably
is
the
such a
same.
good fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually such a good movie.
You remember when he was the Senate?
I do remember when he was the Senate. I remember when he was going to make it legal. That's from the first one, though.
Yeah, but he had because he had unlimited power.
Yeah.
Ah.
Not power,
And then Sam L got mace windowed and fell down.
Mace
And,
windowed. Oh, you know, he did get Mace windowed.
Anakin
It
was
was
all
like,
sad.
oh my God.
Yeah. And then, you know,
It's like, henceforth you shall be known as Darth
Darth.
Vader.
no, but the delivery on it was always so great. It's like, from henceforth, you shall be known as Darth. And he thinks about it for a second. He looks like he's real deep in thought, and then he goes, Vader.
Yeah, and then
Like he
like,
really had to think about it.
Well, in
Like,
Star Wars, Darth,
He's trying to remember his German class from like second grade.
Yeah.
in Star Wars lore, if I'm not mistaken, isn't the Darth part always the apprentice, correct? Because it's,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, no, actually, it just
Well,
means
no,
you're
no.
a Sith. He's
It's
called
a-
Darth Sidious, so
Oh, that's what. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah,
Darth
the second
Lord
part
of the
is what you have
Sith.
to think about. There's always
Darth just means dark. It means you're the dark side, bitch.
Yeah, do you not know anything about Star Wars Dragon, honestly?
Yeah, come on, Dren, honestly.
All right, I'm one page ahead of you guys.
Not quite on the same page, but he's close.
Not quite.
Dren, you gotta wait up, man. We gotta be on the same page here.
Neff, do your favorite line from Star Wars.
My favorite line from Star Wars?
The one that you're good at.
What do you mean?
You did it before, the Kaminoans.
Wait, which line? I'm trying to remember. I actually don't remember.
Obi-Wan shows up on Kamino.
And they're like, oh, we've been expecting you, that one?
Yeah, that one. We were beginning to think you weren't.
Oh, that one! Yeah! Dude, I fucking love that line. That's such a good line. Oh, dude, I love how she says that. That's such a good line.
I was blown away when you brought that up the one time.
God, we were beginning to think you weren't coming.
I don't know
Such a
why
line.
that one stuck with you.
It's a great line. What do you mean?
I mean, it's a fine line, but you know, it's just like a line.
I love how she
Yeah.
says it. I love how she says it.
Ooh, Zero, certified space ace. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for tuning in tonight and for sticking around to, well, listen to our two lovely guests here. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Oh, what about that droid attack on the Wookiees, though?
You spelled Wookiee wrong. You're missing an E. You spelled Wookiee wrong.
It's got
Even
two
I know
E's.
that.
It's got two E's. Yep. Technically correct. That was, what's his name? Kiadi Mundi. That guy's great.
His fucking name?
Yeah.
What a stupid name.
I had a friend who, first of all, it's not dumb, but I had a friend who,
Most names. Okay, let's get one thing out of the way. Most names in Star Wars are dumb. All right, let's just.
all right, fine, I'll admit to that. Most names. Oh, do you remember from episode, what was it? 2, technically. Attack of the Clones. There was the guy in the bar right at the beginning of the movie, and he's trying to sell Obi-Wan death sticks. Do you know what that character's name is?
I don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell me death sticks.
No, he wants to go home and rethink his life.
I want to go home and rethink my life. That's such a good thing. That's such a good scene.
Do you know what that character's name is, though? Sorry, did you say no?
Right?
No, what's his name?
His name is like Elor Sleaze Bagano or something like that,
Oh my god.
Dude, what do you parents gotta do to you?
right? Like, I always remember the last name. It's definitely Sleaze Bagano.
For that to be his name.
Because George Lucas is just like throwing names out. He's only concerned about the big characters.
There's literally a profession called jizz whaler. Like, you know.
Yeah, because they got jizz music in the future.
jizz
Or in the
music.
far past, technically, I guess.
Shit, when he was making Star Wars.
Guys, is
It's like,
jizz
no,
music...
it sounds like jazz, but it's in the future. Call it jizz
What?
music.
That's a shockingly good impression, by the way.
George Lucas. I made Star Wars.
That's what he says, man. That's his favorite line.
That's what he says. Hi, I'm George Lucas. I made Star Wars. I also made American
Right.
Graffiti.
Go around and just say that.
And
I don't
THX
remember.
something 1138.
I don't remember Lucas sounding like he had a half mouthful of food the entire time. But...
I could have a half mouthful of food.
Oh.
First of all, I'm pretty sure George Lucas always has a half mouthful of food.
Let's make
At
music.
least.
Okay, I actually got this. Okay, so in Star Wars, you know the Cantina band that is always playing? They're playing a type of call that music jizz.
As a genre.
Really? I didn't.
I don't know why, but he thought that was a good name for it.
I don't know if it's still called that, but it definitely was in the old expanded
They
universe.
Still refer to it as jizz. That's what it's called.
Like pre-Disney, post-Disney acquisition?
I think it was screenplay. They still call it jizz.
They were ahead of its time. They misspelled Riz.
They misspelled
God,
Riz.
shut up.
They should have called it Riz Music.
Riz music. God.
Hey, Indy. Yeah, you've tuned into a fanciful discussion tonight. Nice to see you.
Man, I haven't seen Indigo Radio in so long.
So if one of you has Riz is called Rizzler, then if you perform jizz, does that make you a jizzler?
Oh,
It might just. I can't believe you don't know anything about Star Wars, Dragon. You could have been included in these fanciful conversations.
no, don't worry about it. But
Speaking of not knowing anything about extremely popular, like, changing series, like franchises, what are we doing Lord of the Rings?
At least by December. Because December is going to be the 20th anniversary of Return of the King releasing, so we have to do it at least by then.
what is this?
We're going to watch all the Lord of the Rings movies.
You don't remember this, Joe?
I feel like we talk about it all the time, but now you're saying before December, so
At
doing
least.
it.
At the latest.
Yeah.
doing it. All right, we'll make it happen. When did Lord of the Rings the extended edition come out?
Like 2001, 2002, technically? Like the DVD release, you mean?
You guys remember what month it came out?
No,
Like,
sorry. I just
when-
remember that the film, Lord of the Rings Return of the King, hit theaters in December of 2003. So we got to do it at least by the 20-year anniversary because that's momentous.
It looks like it came out.
Oh my god, it's 2023.
It's 2023, yeah.
You're correct.
You're a 21-year-old streamer, and you live on Earth, and I don't know what other information you need.
I'm about to be 22. That's not fun.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna be decrepit and old and irrelevant.
Wait until
At 22.
That's the turning point, man.
That's
the turning
it.
point. It's definitely not the turning point.
There's
I mean,
there's no coming back from 22.
yeah, dude, you're gone when you're 22.
Everybody in chat reacting to that. Nice.
Nice. Man, imagine if a person just dissolves and just drifts into the wind once they turn 22. Life would be very different.
Like in Prometheus.
Did that happen to me? I don't remember
I
that.
think it was at the beginning of the movie, but
Yes.
turned into goo.
Goop.
Goop.
Did I tell you guys about Prometheus? That was the One with the big spaceship, right?
That was the one where there was this gigantic open field and a big wheel rolling toward them, and they keep running in a straight line.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was part of the Alien series.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you mean, did you tell us about Prometheus? We won't know about Prometheus.
Well, no, I know I talked about this with somebody, I forget where, but I went to go see Prometheus in the weekend it came out, and I had zero idea that it had anything to do with it.
Oh, you didn't know it was an Alien movie?
Yeah, so I went in there, and then the egg showed up, and I was like, "Wait, isn't that from fucking Aliens? What the hell?
Yeah.
This movie's just taking it from Aliens? What the fuck? Like, is this a spin-off? What is this?" Yeah, I had no idea.
It's
It was decent.
prequel.
It was decent. Yeah.
Ooh.
So the fact that there was a alien in the trailer, the fact that it was a Ridley Scott film, none of that was a giveaway. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe you didn't see the trailer, so I can give that to you.
Like, he doesn't have hands. He couldn't catch it. It went over his head.
I was with someone who liked horror, and I got dragged to it. And
I feel like it's a better horror movie than an Alien movie. I'll give it that.
oh, it's a good thing we finished talking about Corey.
Hey, Corey,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
up, Space Gang?
Good
Everybody, it's our
to hear
favoriteest princess. Look, Corey's up on the screen even.
Oh, look at that!
Hi, Corey.
We know
What
that
momentous
raccoon.
timing. Thanks for tuning in. I've got Dregn, I've got Nef here, and we're chit-chatting about, all
Corey
sorts of stuff.
Ujo.
Cody Ojo.
Predator.
When are we
Ujo.
bringing back Alien versus Predator? Did you guys see Prey? Did you guys see Prey at all?
I did not see Prey at all.
Prey was pretty good, and Prey is not quite Alien versus Predator. It's more like Predator versus Human, which is kind of more just like Predator. Now that I think about it, but it's within the Predator universe, which is technically within the Alien versus Predator universe, and it's a pretty good film. And
That was a really big stretch.
but here's the thing, I thought this was very funny. So it's set in. You know what? I'm not 100% sure if it's legitimately set in what would become Canada, but it definitely seems like it's part of New France at the time.
No, Alien vs. Predator was in Antarctica.
No, I'm talking about Prey. Talking about Prey, this
Oh.
one that came out this last year, the Predator film. But get it? It's not Predator, it's Prey. It's you see how they switched it around there.
Oh, it's like the opposite. Okay,
It's like the
anyways.
opposite. But it takes place on Earth. It takes place in what is clearly a part of what would become New France, which would become part of Canada, which would eventually maybe become Quebec or something like that. And they hired Quebecois actors to play the French people. And
was saying
apparently, the people in real France had a very hard time understanding what these people were saying when they do the actual French lines.
That's funny.
I thought that was very funny. Oh, you think it was in Ohio, Derringer? Well, Ohio, yeah, it's close to the border, so there would have been French people up in there.
I think they were just saying Ohio because that's like one of the funny ones you can say.
Ohio, definitely
Funny
Ohio.
ones.
Well, Indy seems to think it was in Ohio as well, so I might have missed that part of the film.
Well, anything like horrible that happens is always in Ohio.
Ah, I see. Like that big old train that's doing its business.
What?
Did you not hear about the train that derailed and there's a big fire?
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah, that's Ohio, I'm pretty sure.
That's Ohio?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me look that up
Well,
real
it's
quick.
something horrible that happened, so it's probably Ohio.
Train crash, Ohio, vinyl chloride. Because everybody's real upset that they're burning off all of this toxic material. And that it's getting in the water and stuff. Yeah, that wasn't Ohio. Okay.
It's been fun reading all the conspiracies around it too.
Yeah, New Palestine. That's right.
I don't like Ohio.
It's nothing.
That was the extent of your thought there.
Yeah, that was the extent of my thoughts.
Great input. Yeah. I don't like Ohio.
No, man. No. I don't like it. It's a bad state.
Some people calling it
You've never been there,
Chernobyl
then.
Light, says Zenobia.
I much prefer New York City, May 2021 Heaven Stairway incident.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, good thing we learned about that tonight.
Good thing. Good thing we covered that piece of history.
There's been a ton of chemical fires and crashes all over the world at the same time. Lax regulation, you guys.
Yeah, it's almost like the world's ending.
No, see, if it was going to do that, it probably would have been done in May 2021, New York City, at the, what was it called? I'm getting this stupid thing mixed up again. Heaven Stairway Incident.
Yeah, that was stairway incident.
When everybody floated up and then the rain stopped and they all fell and died.
Yeah. The rain stopped and then they all fell and then everyone was dead.
And then everyone was dead, yeah.
May of 2021, yeah.
In May 2021, New York City. Never
New York
forget.
City, 2021 May, Heaven Stairway incident.
When are we bringing end of the world theories back as a species? I don't know. Have we sort of like capped out end of the world theories? Aliens,
No.
They're going
meteor
strong.
crashes, super volcanoes, world floods. End of the world events are usually kind of just like lame and benign, though, aren't they? Like you'll get hit with a big rock, or
changing all of a sudden, and then everything's gonna die because of it.
yeah, the sun will explode, or a big volcano will go off, and we'll all freeze.
What's your favorite extinction theory that you guys have heard?
Like that we want to see?
I'm a fan of GRB. I think that's a good one.
Of what?
A gamma ray burst.
Okay, just completely wipes out our atmosphere and fries us.
They send out gamma ray bursts, which is a huge beam, a laser of radiation, and there's like bazillions of them in the universe at all times. And at any moment, one could just hit Earth and wipe out all life instantly.
Just get sniped
Nice.
by a space laser, a naturally occurring space laser.
It would obliterate all life on Earth instantly.
Well, would it though, or would it just obliterate the laser facing side?
No, it would go through the planet because the planet can't stop it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we would all die. Earth's magnetic field isn't even enough to stop it.
What if
Why
they were
is it
on
like
the
so
space
soft yet?
station?
They'd be even more dead. They'd be 100%
What if
dead.
they were on the moon?
It has even less protection than Earth does.
What if they were on the moon, but it wasn't in the line of fire?
What, so like it just hit Earth but missed the moon because it was perpendicular?
Well, I don't know how wide this beam's gonna be.
They're pretty big.
They're gamma rays, right? So it just wavelengths traveling through even solid objects.
Yeah. It goes through everything.
Everything.
We'd die.
Is it not like radioactive waves where like lead can block it? Isn't there some material that can block it?
Well, so radiation is very difficult to stop. You're thinking
Just
of
dodge it.
aluminum. So like
Just
when we build
dodge it. Yeah,
spacecraft-
yeah. Just use your iframes.
Okay. When we're building spacecraft, we have layers in the hull to help resist radiation because there's no protection from radiation in space.
The spaceships have so many layers.
Yeah, so there's a layer of aluminum, there's a layer of like glue that helps to
Special
prevent
glue.
or slow down the radiation. Yeah, it's like special goop. There's layers of like organic material, I think, and then we put a bunch of layers in the hull with gaps of air in between
Oh, like a Shrek.
yeah, to slow down the radiation so it doesn't kill everyone.
Like a thermos.
Kind of, yeah. Like a vacuum thermos.
What if you were
Exactly.
hiding in your rich bunker in New Zealand?
You'd still die.
Well, what are they good for then?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. A bunker won't save you.
So I mean, why hasn't gamma rays just killed us off already?
Because we've been lucky.
We've been lucky.
The universe
boys.
is very big.
Earth number one.
Okay, you know what? This is my problem with the bunker idea, right?
No.
It's like you're on a railroad and there's a train.
We got Nef mad. Go off, Nef.
So let's say you're on a railroad and there's a train coming at you. The bunker idea is like saying, I'm going to build a wall in front of me to try and slow down the train, and not, I'm going to step off the rails or stop the train. Like, that's what the bunker idea is.
Yep.
You know? Like, the train's still going to go through the wall and kill you.
I don't know if that's comparable enough.
It is.
I don't know about that one.
the better idea would be to stop the train or to step off the rails and get out of the way of the train, which we can translate into stop the crisis before it happens or leave the planet, right? But like, no, they're just like, I'm going to build a bunker. So they build a bunker on the rails, but shocker, it's a train. It's going to go through the bunker even though it's on the rail.
All right, so redirect the train off the rails and direct it towards another civilization.
Exactly. That's
There
a
we
better.
go. That's a better idea.
Yeah, send the train into space and add another civilization.
Video about World 3 model. What's World 3 model? You guys know about that? What is this?
Oh, that's the prediction for how long until we all go extinct.
Oh, yeah.
We're ahead of schedule. I'm not surprised. People haven't been doing much.
People haven't been doing much. Yeah, that's not untrue.
We've just been sitting here like, what if we stepped on the gas though, and just pedal to the metal floor?
You know, that's a pretty good analogy. We're all just in the same car yelling at each other, and the guy in the driver's seat just like, let's
trying
go
to slow
faster.
down, and then the people who are in the driver's seat, because they're the richest, are like, let's just keep accelerating and see what happens.
Yeah, why not? Why not? That'll be a great time.
A great time.
Is the stream done? The stream's dying. I know we're good.
Okay, no, I want to apologize for the last minute or so. I've not been able to hear what you guys have been saying. I'm sure it's been very gripping. But no, our audio died, so that might be why we saw a little hiccup there.
Well, what the hell, Spaceman?
I'm sure you
Yeah,
were doing
bros.
great, though. This is why we trust Nef and Dregn to be such wonderful co-hosts. They can keep things
Yeah,
going
so
even when we're not. We can just let them talk,
Nef, oh
let them
boy.
ramble. And see, it's almost like you wouldn't even know unless I had brought it up.
Well, I got Dren to agree with me, so
Oh, wow, there's a feat.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to have to watch the VOD. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at that.
I love watching Vector's VOD over on YouTube. So
You should
great.
definitely be watching Vector's VODs over on YouTube as well as over here on Twitch. Don't forget to follow the Vector Spaceman Show, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and you can check out all of our wonderful animated specials and skits and all sorts of stuff that we upload to the channel as well. Whew, goodness gracious.
Yeah, but instead of doing that, you could go to this other YouTube channel called Vector Spaceman and subscribe to him there and watch all of his VODs, because he's a much
Actually,
better
why don't we
streamer.
do a little shout out for Vector Spaceman? Because
We should do that.
that's probably a great idea. Actually, this is very funny. I've never tried shouting out our own channel with the shout out function. Let's see what happens. You cannot shout
no,
out the
what's
current
gonna
streamer. Okay, it doesn't let me.
Aw.
Weak, right?
Twitch.
What the heck, Twitch?
You could give him a shout out, and then maybe he'll do a collab with you.
Yeah, I could work with the real Vector Spaceman.
Dude,
Oh,
that's,
you're talking. I think you guys are on different pages.
if you collab with yourself, that'd be a great idea. Like,
That's
you
the definition of being on the same page.
You pre-record half of the stream and then do the other half live. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be pretty good.
don't
Or
even have
to have
to-
multiples. We could have it'd be like our version of a Nef quest. Just having
Yeah.
multiple Vector Spacemens. Or Spacemans, technically. Or Spaces Man?
Spacemen. That's Jesus
Vector-
Christ.
Spacemen, men. Spacemen, men.
Spaceman.
There you go.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Spacemans or Spaces Man. One of the two.
I think
I'm sure
that
it's not
sounds.
Spaces Man's.
Spaces.
I wouldn't be so sure, Nef. I wouldn't be so sure.
Okay, alright. You know what? Just fuck me, I guess, alright?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not pretending to be an expert over here, but I'm pretty sure you're wrong. Do all of our 3-person streams count as a collab with ourselves? Asked Ellie. I guess in a sense,
Yeah,
when it comes to
kinda.
the Nova Swarm, yeah, who we did a little shout out
yeah.
earlier because we were hyping up you guys' wonderful dating sim. You guys make sure you're checking out the Nova Swarm if you're not already.
Stars X Hearts dating sim with 15 endings and like
At
stickers.
least 15 endings.
What? That's
By the
great.
way, since Ellie is here, did you guys hear that on our Minecraft server somebody put a mustache on Boo?
Yeah, that's really fucked up. I don't know who did that.
God, it screams of.
Ellie, did you take that down?
Did you take a picture for evidence?
It's
Take down.
it's
We gotta-
vandalism is what it
We
is.
gotta send it over to our
A legitimate graffito.
Space Cop Galaxy Jam Witch and and Space Buffoon.
That's That's right. The good cop, the bad cop, and the silly cop.
Yeah, the silly cop. Well, whoever did that better watch out their house for a lurking boo. Whoa.
What if we just reskinned all the creepers to boos?
I could do that.
But then you'd have to kill them.
Resource pack. I could just update it. You did take it down? Okay.
Why do you sound so sad now?
I don't sound sad. You sound sad.
Oh, I'm sick.
And that's pretty sad.
Damn. At times. It hurts. Oh, going back to something way long ago, because this is what I do.
Yeah.
You know how who was it that said that all the Star Wars names were stupid?
Me.
Nef, yeah. That's not way back. We said that like 20 minutes ago.
Well, in internet time, that's an eternity ago.
All right, go off.
Yeah, ages. But there's the show that I'm watching that I'm a big fan of, but one of the main antagonists is called Vector, you might be able to understand the translation here, but Doemu Kitsuhato.
Doemu Kitsuhato?
Ketsuhato.
Ketsuhato.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
like a butt?
Yep.
Okay.
Translates Doemu
Like
is
butt pigeon?
It's like,
or like
like ass hat, yeah.
Oh, hat is in hat. Okay.
Yeah, but Doemu in Japanese also is like a rough slang for like an extreme masochist type of a character.
Oh.
So yeah, this antagonist name is just Doemu Kitsuhato.
That's kind of funny.
What series is this?
Oh, you guys don't want? If you guys haven't heard of this show, Nef, I think you would dig it. Vector, I don't know if this is your taste, but
well, what's it called?
I'm pulling it up because my brain.
Get it out, man!
He doesn't even know what it's called.
Well, I'm trying to think of the English name. It's Eminence in the Shadow.
Oh, I've seen that one.
I don't think I've heard of that. I don't think I've
good.
watched a new animated series in a long time.
Sort of thing.
It's pretty silly. It's pretty dumb. It's kind of reminds me of like the Trigun days a little bit, but
The Trigun days. Did
Yeah,
you see
but
the
the
new
main
Trigun
character-
that's come out lately?
I got it on my watch list. Is it good?
I don't know. I didn't want to watch it because it doesn't look like the Trigun that I know and love.
That's why I haven't watched it yet either. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. But this Eminence in Shadow, the dude is just like winging life and everything kind of just goes his way. But he's also like spent his entire life just preparing for unleashing his potential or some bullshit.
That's
It's pretty
kind of
good.
funny.
It's pretty good. It's big Nef vibes if you haven't seen it all.
What do you mean
Nef
by Nef vibes?
It's a compliment. What do you mean?
I don't wing it. I do kind of wing it.
What do you mean?
You have to abandon what you like and know about the old Trigun for the new one. Oh no.
And they got rid of one of the girls. Not Meryl, Millie. They got rid of the big girl.
That just makes me think of the
Why?
Tip from Mew Mew like reboot. That one also changed a lot of shit.
My big question is, who the hell asked for a Trigun sequel? What the heck happened?
Nef would be around the age to have watched Tokyo Mew Mew. Now that I think about
No
it.
one asked for like the Sailor Moon sequels or anything, but those still happen to us, you know?
That is true.
We still got like 90% leg, 10% body Sailor Moon from Crystal. Look
Well,
up
you're always gonna get series like that though. That seems
look
like
up Sailor Moon Crystal because the character
I gotta look this up now.
Sailor Moon Crystal, they're 90% leg. Like it's weird.
Sailor Moon Crystal. Not seeing body shots. Okay, hold on.
Ellie, does your comment about abandon what you like and know about the old Trigun, does that apply to the new Scooby-Doo? I heard that was really bad.
I don't think that's Scooby-Doo.
That's not Scooby-Doo?
I think that's just Velma.
Oh, is it just Velma? Damn.
Yeah, Velma sucks.
Isn't your character like half based off of Velma?
No, what?
Here we go.
I mean,
Here's
Velma sucks. Not like Velma the character.
yeah, Velma's awesome.
Velma's like the best. She's the MVP. What is going on with my model on your stream?
I don't know. You wigging out? Here, check this out. Let's look at some Sailor's Moon. Zoop.
Sailor's Moon? Is this like
Boop.
the Vector's space?
So this is the one that Nef's talking about being all leg all day. And I guess I see that. But I don't think it's too egregious.
It's weird compared to like what the original Sailor Moon was. It's just a very weird change.
I mean,
okay.
Consider like even like the really old shows, like Vector. Pull up City Hunter or Oishimbo, like super old, like 90s, 80s anime. Like
City
that shit
Hunter
had a completely different style too. This was like before JoJo, the original JoJo. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I like the style of those old series.
Yeah,
You know, that's when they could afford to make real animated shows
well, that's
and
also
not
before the
outsource a lot of work
technology
to Korea.
Is it going to Korea these days? It's
Oh yeah. Like most animated series, they're getting a lot of their work outsourced to Korea.
Oh, interesting.
Which is
Yeah,
funny because we used to outsource all the work to Japan, but now they're too expensive. Apparently they made a City Hunter live action, so that's all I'm seeing here.
Did
But we know what you mean, though.
did Evangelion have a new reboot? What the fuck?
Well, in a sense, but that's been going on for like a decade and a bit.
I
Yeah,
thought they were just remastering it.
it's
Oh,
not,
Indy's comment here. Yeah, they did
good.
new dubs, I think.
It's not good. It's bad.
They did new dubs and they got rid of the ending, the Fly Me to the Moon that everybody recognized.
Oh
And
man,
yeah, it just seemed like an unnecessary change.
It was stupid and bad and dumb and stupid
Flying
and
to the
bad.
Moon, I was
and dumb
and dumb. Oh boy,
And stupid.
and
sounds
bad.
like 0 marks.
Yeah,
Sounds
0
pretty
marks
stupid and
across
dumb.
the board. You know what? I'm glad that it's done, though. I was very pleased that Evangelion was over.
Let it rest.
Yeah, dude, what a fucking weird show.
It's a weird show, but it's a great show. But I am glad that it's finally done until Hideaki Anno decides that he's done remaking all of these like Super Sentai stuff and Godzilla movies that he's doing, and
Yeah.
decides to cash in for another series or something.
Yeah.
I do like the Godzilla reboots though, because it's a completely different like visual style for
haven't seen
Godzilla.
Shin Gojira?
Yeah,
That's the one. That's his. So there was Godzilla, like the Western ones with like Bryan Cranston was in one
Yeah.
of them. No,
Like
not those
2000
ones.
or whatever.
Those aren't the ones that I'm talking about. I'm talking about Shin Gojira. Shin Gojira is rad. It's very Evangelion. It's a like diplomatic, bureaucratic procedural on how to deal with a monster invasion, which is a very Japanese take on how you would address a problem like that. You know, a lot of red tape, a lot of politicking, and there's also Godzilla involved.
but it's not just the Shin Godzilla. But recently, didn't they also do like the new animated one, the really like big butch looking Godzilla? And
Oh, an
then-
animated one? Oh, I don't know about that.
yeah, I don't remember if they. And then I could have sworn they did a live action one too. Godzilla just like f's everything up and flattens everything. And
Well, it's
There's just no
Godzilla.
hope.
What else are you gonna do, right?
exactly. But it's still.
You guys know of a really old video game called I Was an Atomic Mutant?
I was an atomic mutant.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
When did
that
this
was
come
like
out?
one of the first games I ever played. And the plot of that game is you're a big monster and you walk around killing people.
I was an atomic mutant.
And I remember there was a lizard that was pretty much just Godzilla.
Just off-brand Godzilla.
Yeah.
Vector, what's
I know
that?
that was like a deep like core memory that just got dredged up. I had to get that out. I'm sorry.
You know what this reminds me of
Reptomicus.
the GameCube
Reptomicus.
Godzilla game.
Sorry, what was that, Dregn?
There was a Godzilla game that came out on GameCube. This looks just like it,
Okay.
except with mutants.
This game
Was
came
it
out in
PlayStation
2003, Nef. I was an atomic mutant.
As an ancient game, I was 2 when that came out.
Already playing games at 2.
Oh, I don't think I was playing games at 2. I think I played a game that came out when I was 2.
Neff, do you know what Rampage is?
What's Rampage?
Oh, Rampage! Yeah.
Yeah, Vector, you would know.
I know what Rampage is. I remember playing...
Old arcade game.
Yeah, it was an arcade game, but I only played like the computer ports. It was either a Flash version or like an actual ported version for the PC. But yeah, I played Rampage in its limited sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame arcades didn't live up to the test of time.
Did you ever play an arcade game, Nef?
Yeah, I've been to
Arcades?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, I guess they still have arcades, don't they?
Yeah.
They're so rare though.
Man. I remember
Yeah, okay, did you ever play an old arcade game?
an old arcade game?
What does that mean, Vector?
I played like
I'm a Pac-Man?
Yeah, like a Pac-Man or like a... I remember playing Soul...
Point. I remember... I think there was an arcade that had like something... Oh god, what was it? I don't remember. I just remember it being old. It was a...
Wild Wild West?
It was like a top-down shooter sort of deal.
Top-down shooter, little airplane one?
Yeah.
Little Ace Striker, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I think Vector died.
Yeah,
I did there for a second. Look, you can't see me moving. I should be moving.
Yeah.
Crazy. How did you do that?
He's
But
almost
you can hear me, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. There's a Medusa head you can buy on Amazon that's $107, right? And in the reviews for that, there's a 5-star review. And it just says works, and then there's pictures of the Terracotta Army. What are we talking about? Arcades, yeah.
Arcades, yeah, sorry. I was asking if you'd ever played like an old school arcade game. Like
Yeah, there was some
from like the big arcade game eras.
I mean, I've definitely played Space Invaders.
Okay.
Yeah. I think those are really the only like old ones I've played.
I'm trying to remember where they had the gauntlets.
Oh, I played Frogger too. I think that's an old one.
Frogger's pretty rad, yeah.
I think about Frogger whenever I cross the street.
Yeah, that's how you learn how to look both ways, right?
It teaches you valuable lessons.
It's a good game, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Unlike Fortnite.
I remember, I think my favorite game I ever played in that arcade was DDR.
Okay,
That
yeah,
counts.
yeah.
Yeah.
That counts. I remember I got the high score on like one of those like deer hunting games with the light gun at my local cinema because they had like a little arcade setup right next to it.
A 2-player like Terminator shooter game I played with my dad once.
Nice,
Those are
nice.
cool.
That had
Time Crisis.
like big guns.
Yo, yeah, Dregn. Every arcade needed to have a copy of Time Crisis 2.
Yeah.
It was just a given.
But nowadays, shoot, last time I went to an arcade place, they had like these shooters that you sit down in, and it's almost like a theme park ride. But
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too overproduced.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's like
You got to be able to drop a couple quarters in there. You know, you don't want to be breaking the bank.
the seat like moves around like you're actually in the car.
exactly. Yeah, it gives you kind of that vibe. But Time Crisis, man, that was the one game that me and my dad actually played all the way to the end.
Nice.
I mean, every arcade has like air hockey, right? Like they all have.
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
air
awesome.
hockey, maybe like one of those basketball hoops.
Yeah,
Skee ball,
sometimes
maybe.
like a ball machine.
Ooh, Indy's saying, I have a friend who has a basement full of arcades that they fix up. Very nice.
That's cool.
You know what's very cool? Do you guys know Meg and Dawn of Game Grotto?
yeah.
Independent virtual streamers and game developers. They're actually going to be appearing at a convention coming up with their game, Bots and the Robo Friends, and they've actually built a custom arcade cabinet, for people to try it out and test it out in, which is very cool.
That's fun. Yeah.
You know, I never made the connection, but you streamed that game a long time ago, and
I
didn't
did, yeah, right
realize-
when it came out, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the developers that you were shouting out were Meg and Dawn until I saw their post recently talking about wish listing their game. I was like, wait a minute, that's the same game Victor was playing. Oh wait, he
Game
did say
Grotto.
Meg and Dawn. Oh,
Do a little shout out for the Game Grotto. Fantastic
Yeah.
duo.
They're doing
Something
cool
went
stuff.
wrong, apparently. All right, never mind then.
Man,
What's the shout out command? Can I do it?
uh,
All All right, check it out, you guys. We're going to be right back again. We're about to have an uninterruptible ad, so we're going to take 30 seconds, and we'll be right back again with Dregn and Nef for more fascinating conversation. What con, Indy? I believe it's the Emerald City Comic Con, which is in Seattle or somewhere around there, I believe. I'll look it up. I'll double check, look it up. Emerald City Comic Con is in Seattle, the Seattle Convention Center in Seattle, Washington. And it's coming up very, very soon. March 2nd to 5th. Buy your tickets now. All right, you guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. The Vector Spaceman Show continues right after this. We're back.
We're
Welcome
back.
back to the show, everybody. The Vector Spaceman Show continues. We're, of course, joined by the lovely Nef and Dregn. Oh, we're, of course, joined by the magnificent Nef.
There you go.
Nef.
Where did he go?
It's just you and me now, Nef.
I took out the spare. All right.
That's right. It's time for our wonderful one-on-one interviews. We've got Nef in studio tonight. Nothing but hard-hitting journalism from this point forward.
All right, let's do it. What's the hard-hitting
All right,
journal?
let's do it. Let's do it. Nef.
Vector.
You're presently pursuing a little special event targeted goal of your own, as we know.
I am?
Trying to get, if you guys didn't know this, trying to reach 200 followers here on twitch.tv. And what happens when that happens, Nef? Tell the people.
I'm gonna do a cover of Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" when I reach.
And how close are we to that goal right now, Nef?
I'm at like 163, 164.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yes.
Can we get those numbers up, though, everybody? See, now here's the thing. I don't know if there's anybody within the Space Cadets who is not already following Nef, but if there isn't, then I recommend you guys all do, because we want to hear Nef's wonderful singing voice. Shout out Neffeltannen.
I can't sing, bro. It's getting so bad.
Something went wrong, apparently. All right, well, you guys make sure that you Neffeltannen. There we go. We can get around it. Bam! Just like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Christmas in July. Exactly, Indy.
It's gonna be. I'll do it whenever I hit the milestone.
Dregn creeping back from under the table. Welcome back, sir.
He's back. He's back.
I'm back.
That was an excellent transition. Just slinking in from below. That was great.
We rising up.
Mm-hmm. Nef, what do you think you're going to do after the All I Want for Christmas Is You? And people say, Nef, that was fantastic. We love your singing voice, but we need more. The people demand more. What's next for Nef?
I don't think there's gonna be any more after that.
You don't think so?
I don't like singing. I hate my voice. I don't know if that's something I would ever do.
You don't think people are just going to gas you up and be like, Nef, that was so good.
That's
do some more.
You should do
a
it
whole
in like the best
karaoke stream or something. Wouldn't that be great, you guys? Wouldn't a Nef karaoke stream be rad?
Oh God, I don't know enough
happy. You got
karaoke party, exactly. See, we almost tricked Nef into doing an art stream when she was doing our Stars X Hearts stream the other week.
But you almost got me to do one.
You did do quite a lot. There was a section.
You did
of, like,
some
immersion.
sketching, yeah.
I sketch. That's true. I sketched
The drawing was really good.
See,
was
this is the
terrible.
thing, you guys. Nef will say things like, you know, I used to do a lot of, you know, art back in school or something like that, or I used to do animation, or, you know, oh, I'll do some singing here and there or something like that, but then we never get to see any of it. We want to push Nef to show off, you know, her talents.
I don't have talents. That's the problem.
I tried to get Nef to talk about her scientific fan fiction too.
Scientific says what now?
Your little science fanfics. You know,
What?
the science theories that you're talking about.
Oh! Wait, what?
We talked about this last time. What? Am I misremembering? Nef, didn't you tell me that you do writing of
Yes. I do.
ideas?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, just little stories and stuff. Creative
Yeah.
writing. All right, when you
wouldn't
said
be-
scientific fanfic, I was trying to put together what the heck that means.
Throwing me off.
Listen. When the oxygen and the hydrogen, when they start forming bonds, man, when we zoom in,
And then oxygen sent the hydrogen.
Nef writing about intense bonds.
Is that an electron in your sphere? Or are you just happy to see me?
oh my god.
Yeah, you should post some of that stuff, Nef. Or the
No.
poems. We hear that Nef is a talented poet, but we hardly ever get to see stuff like that.
Some pretty sick poems.
And Nef, speaking of poems, would you ever join Cody Ojo with poem reading?
Well,
and writing?
we talked about that at one point. That was like a
Oh,
thing.
oh.
So that might actually happen.
You
Oh,
should. 'Cause
I don't know.
always
Look, listen, if you want to see my writing, I'm
Oh.
writing a book, so
oh,
that's gonna come out eventually.
You having fun, Vector?
yeah. I get to interject every now and then.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know what? Since we're throwing
real, though.
ideas
Oh.
out there. Oh, yes.
Oh.
But Ellie, I just noticed Ellie's lurking about still. Ellie, you said that like the whole Nova Storm lounging lobby area is supposed to be a big hangout living room, right? When are we doing Jackbox night?
Oh,
just
that'd be
raid the
fun.
station with a
cool.
million different VTubers.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just
Yeah,
crowd
yeah.
the place out. That's what we need to do.
That'd be super fun.
Yeah.
Hard enough getting 3 models and Buffy running at the same time, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's totally do it. I'll help organize.
Now, speaking of cool stuff, you guys, here's a question for you. So one of the goals that we set for ourselves here on the show this year was to make further improvements to the Vector Spaceman design, including branching into some 3D modeling, perhaps, which means whole new opportunities to add bits of flair and sort of redefine aspects of the character. Figure out what's under that helmet, maybe. Very exciting, very creative.
Oh.
So we'll see what comes of that. But let's do a little hypothesizing here. Let's say that you guys were getting a brand new live 2D model, and it's not about the cost or anything like that, but we're thinking more about design here or functionality. What's the number one item or feature that you'd want to include in a Dregn 2.0 or a Nef Plus model? You know, so it could be like outfit changes or some interactive feature or something like that. What kind of thing do you think you'd have in mind?
Dren, do you want to go first?
Yeah, that's the easy one. That's expressions.
Expressions. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
I would have done it for this one, but I didn't want to pay, like $8,000 on doing it for the first time. So yeah, we avoided, we limited
Legs,
ourselves.
says Indy. Calling you out. But here's the thing, though. He's probably right, though. He's probably right that it's probably better to have, those expressions even before the legs. Because now, legless dragon is iconic.
That's true.
Yeah, who do I have to thank for that? I guess it's Vector, but
Well, whose fault is it for not having legs in the first place? You're gonna show up to an animated special without legs. We're gonna make it work. And if that means,
Yeah,
throwing,
that's fair.
chaps and leather legs and Segway scooters on your lower half, then by golly, we're gonna do it for the people, for the comedy.
for the cause, yeah.
For the cause,
I'm actually surprised how many people went with the full body models whenever they do this stuff. I would have expected. I guess it goes from PNG straight to full body live 2D, but I'm surprised how few
half bodies there are.
Exist out there. Yeah.
Hmm.
I can never have legs now. Oh, my brain.
It would be a betrayal of the character at this point.
Yeah. Hey, on the good side, I can never break a leg.
Oh,
That's true. Nef, I feel like I know what your answer would be.
What do you think my answer is?
Well, you're going to say your answer, and then we'll see if I was right.
I don't think you're right.
I think.
Well, why don't I write it down somewhere, and then you can say your answer, and then we'll see if it was right.
Because I don't think you're right.
It's
all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to directly message Dregn.
Okay.
And just Dregn.
No.
And then he can confirm or deny whether I got the answer right.
And was I right though? Did you hear me?
What did you say?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay. My bet's on magical girl transfer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Nef?
As much as I would love a magical girl transformation, I think if I were to get a 2.0 model, the main thing I would want is I want to have like dynamic hair. Like I want to be able to switch styles and like change its color really easily and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, that's fun.
To swap between. I think that's fun.
Nef wants to whip her hair back and forth.
Go even beyond that, I would want additional outfits, which would include the magical girl transformation.
Which would include so you have more ideas.
She's full of ideas.
She wants a beaver onesie. She wants.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool though.
Yeah, that'd be kind of poppin'.
Would you have a Cali fusion mode?
What?
No.
Nef?
Nef wants cat ears, right?
I could do catnip. That is an idea.
Or is that part of the magical girl?
Yeah, well, it's okay. So if there is a magical girl Nef, I'll probably be a cat girl as well.
What else? What else does Nef want? Oh yeah, she'd probably want her kimono dress from that is exactly the replica of Raiden's outfit.
Kimono dress.
A replica of Raiden's outfit.
Yeah. Raiden Shogun from Genshin. What else would Nef want, Vector?
What else would Nef want? Well, I kind of see why Nef would want the multiple hairstyles. I think with the one that Nef's got right now, we don't even have any confirmation that Nef has human ears, let alone cat ears.
Yeah, that's true. I'm hiding it. It's going to be a big lore reveal.
What if they're enormous?
You know,
what if they're disturbingly small?
Oh my god.
Disturbingly small.
No, I have regular ears.
Regular ears? What is that?
Regular ears.
I have ears.
Do you think Vector's ears are circular?
I think the only thing we know out of any of us is that Dreggen's the only one who has ears, and he refuses to show them off. He's got his helmet on tonight.
It's like
I could take it off, but you guys are all going to die in a week.
Because of your space Rona that you're passing around? Oh, there he is. There's Dregn. There's Dregn Durant, everybody.
Yeah.
Yo, check it out here. We're looking at Dregn. Welcome to the show, Dregn.
Yeah, I'm here. Coughing as much as I like to.
pull it off. Hi, Dren.
Hey, Dregn.
Yeah.
This guy's popping off over here.
Why do I look so small?
Why do you look so small?
Good question.
Scaling issue, I guess.
Yeah.
This is actually an accurate height chart.
Yeah. Nef's actually a Titan.
I am very tall.
Before the show, Nef was asking me, why do I have to be in the middle? And I was like, it's artistic. It's all about positioning. You got, it balances out the two short guys on the other sides. It's like a nice little pyramid structure.
It's a pyramid stream.
A pyramid stream, you guys.
That's my joke. I came up with that.
Nef definitely came up with that unassisted. Yes, right now.
That was my joke.
On the spot.
That definitely was not Spaceman's joke that I stole.
Here, guys, let's all take a drink real fast because Zero's been being great with these redeems. Everybody at home, 3, 2, 1. Clink. There we go. Thank you so much for that, Zero. Stay liquidated, stay hydrated. You probably could use some of that, Dregn, to get over your cough that you got going on.
Don't worry, I've already downed 2 bottles. And my last glass. You know what? If I could take my lungs out and replace those, maybe I'll be better.
Can you get another augment?
Hey, it's never too late. Give it a go.
Too many, man. Too many augments.
Nah, your lungs are so important, man. I can't even imagine replacing your lung. It does so much.
I have a question.
Nef has questions.
Go off, yeah.
So, I know Dren's working on Dungeon Core, right? And Vector's working on his 3.0 thing. Do you guys have any other like big projects you're working on this year? Do you have any big plans that you're doing aside from what you've mainly been working on right now?
Well, yes and no. I'm sure we've talked about it before, is that we'd like to do a summertime special sometime in the year, after which we'll probably also be doing another special around the end of the year sometime. So at least one or two more that we've got in mind at the moment. We're also working with, and this has been talked about on her show, Corey Ojo is putting together a visual novel project of her own that we're going to be appearing in with voiced work, so that's going to be fun.
That's cool.
And then, well, let me see. Apart from trying to get that 3.0 model put together and new show assets and what have you, because here's this thing, we don't just want to go with the 3.0 model. We want to have some scenery that can fit with it. We want 3D backgrounds, all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be a mighty bit of work when you think about it.
We need his VR environment.
Yeah, which sounds super fun. But one thing that I would like to pursue, I think I've talked about this a little bit before, is that just like we've done this podcast type talk show style format, we'd also like to do more regular style guest host content, like having folks over for, weekly multiplayer stuff or something like that.
Whoa. Hello.
He went into the black hole again.
It's his augment.
Vector doesn't have augments.
You are so bad. Oh no. Oh, Vector, it's okay, buddy. It's alright.
You can't do anything. He's stuck.
All right, that is the third time that has happened.
It's happening too frequently, man. What's going on with you?
It's
your network.
an issue with
Harbor Station to a nebula. That's what happened.
It's flying too close. Oh, sad. Vector is sad. Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, while Vector's getting his thing figured out and reconnecting, I guess I'll share a little bit too. So once I finish Dungeon Core, we're gonna actually try to sponsor, or not sponsor, but promote like weekend run games, maybe at least once a month. So get like 4 people together, maybe a couple GMs. Because I have this co-GMing game mastering project that I'm trying to kick off.
Yeah, that's an idea that I thought would work for D&D, and I was like, why don't people do multiple GMs for D&D?
Yeah, so I'm working with a couple guys that frequent our channels, try to get that started, and then once Dungeon Core is done, I'm gonna have them try it with Dungeon Core, and then if it grows, then we'll see what happens. But we're taking it one step at a time this year, and then also whatever we work on previously, try to have a grand master plan that's unrevealed until the end. But a lot of the artwork that I'm using for Dungeon Core initially is going to be pulled from the Exploring AI series that I had done for a little bit. So yeah, we're leapfrogging over our own ideas. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah. Damn, Vector. He's still controlling.
Well, I am still here. Problem is we're not OGs. Okay. We are still here. It's just an issue of the camera at the moment is not tracking us. We're going to continue to try messing around with that. I'm pretty sure that this is some issue with the USB connections on the Vector Space PC that we put together. I don't know if something is loose or if something is being funky.
Worth a check. I know when I had dusted off my insides of my PC, I was having some weird stuttering on my system, and I opened it back up and found like one of my RAM sticks had come loose. So who knows? Possible. But it could also be just power thing because USB, right, has to.
You tried turning it on?
Turning it on. That's what we needed to do.
Yeah,
that was the big fix.
Everyone is staring at you, Vector.
know. We've sort of pivoted the camera over to Dregn and Nef at the moment.
Yeah.
We'll just focus on them for a minute.
We can keep stalling. I don't really have any big plans other than the book. That's my only plan right now.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, even though I'm off screen, I can tell you about what I was talking about. So we've got the podcast type setup here. We've got the space basement that we showed off last week. I'd love to have people involved in scenery like that because it's fun. It's a more sort of involved way to have folks on the show.
Nice.
But I would also like to do a sort of game show format where we can have people on in a competitive sense, in a sort of standardized game show format. I think I would like to do something like that. I got to put more thought into what sort of the form of competition would be, what we want people doing on the show, but just the idea of having a format where we can have contestants on and do something fun and, all keep it condensed within, a regular stream timeline. So an hour or two, something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. I think it'd be fun.
What's your favorite game show?
My favorite game show? That's a good question. Probably MXC, which is not a real game show.
Yeah, that would be difficult for contestants to do in a virtual.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to do something like that, you'd just play Fall Guys, which is the closest equivalent.
But what's a Fall Guys lobby size? Is it like 40 people? Or?
Yeah.
It's like 60 people is the max. I don't know if you can do custom games up to 60, but it's so big, yeah.
Ooh, Whose Line is it anyways is a good one.
Whose Line's pretty good. I used to watch a lot of Whose Line back in the days when Drew Carey was still the host.
I think that counts, but I think it requires a certain degree of personality.
Yeah. Like you got to be able to improv. That show's all about improv.
Exactly. And pop culture helps a lot with that kind of stuff too, which
I'm sure it can't help or can't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. But Nef, going back to your little book, how many are we talking about, like a little children's book? Are we talking about like full blown like novel or?
I'm writing a novel. Yeah, it's a sci-fi book.
A novel.
Sci-fi book. Space theme?
Yep, it's sci-fi.
Is it going to be take place on Mars?
No. It's the plot in setting is pretty out there. I don't want to say too much right now, but it takes place in the very distant future. Cool. And I actually am like super proud of the concepts I've come up with for it. So I think it's going to be, I don't know, I'm going to have fun with it. And if it doesn't do well, then I'll just never say that I'm the one who made it.
where are you going to publish it?
And if it does do well, then I'll be like, yep, that was me. I did it.
Why not, right? The more you put out, the more likely one hits.
Yeah.
So. Actually, God, who was I talking to? Someone was like, man, I could totally make a YouTube video. I was like, then why don't you? Well, it's like, I don't have anything ready. Well, no, dude, like having done it for a year, you just got to start. Just fucking start. Yeah.
Who knew it was so easy just to do YouTube stuff?
Yeah. It's funny, when I was coming up with the, actual world, I was like, going through and having such a great time. I'm like, well, this is going to be great. Then I got to the plot, and I came up with 3 different plots, and I don't know which one I'm actually going to do.
Nef, have you ever GM'd for D&D?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Yeah?
It was bad, but I did it.
What was bad about it?
I got too wrapped up in making sure that combat was interesting and did not spend enough time making sure that the characters felt tied into the actual story.
Gotcha.
I did a different game that was not with the same group of people. I did it with some in real life friends, and I think that one I did a better job with. And that was the last time I jammed, which was about 2 years ago now.
Okay. Folks have tried to get me to switch to streaming on YouTube. Unless you don't care, don't switch to YouTube if you're already doing Twitch. Unless you plan to do shorts. If you plan to do shorts, then it might be worth it, but...
Short seems seems real nice.
Yeah, but Twitch is known as the streaming platform. If you have videos. If you do editing, then YouTube is great. But if you don't do editing, it's kind of whatever.
Fucking VTube Studio with that.
I know.
You want to see what I'm dealing with right now? Here, we
No.
can switch back on over.
No, considering how it keeps popping up and down, it seems like you're going in a circle, buddy.
I am. So the tracking is like all super jittery. Oh no, it looks like it froze again. That's too bad. But yeah, I keep having that.
Unplugging and replugging your camera. Is your
Just
camera
did
lagging?
that, yes, but yeah, I'm sort of schmoving every now and then. It's not great.
I'm close to him. Oh no. Dude, the plot of the next special is that Vector's in like half the frame rate of everyone else.
Ooh, that'd be a cool special to run when you're like moving like kind of stop motion almost, but the transitions are live.
Oh, here I am. Here I'm wigging out. Yeah, the camera's going all funky on me for some reason.
Okay, here I'm gonna link to you what that NVIDIA setting I was
What the
talking
fuck?
about is.
Whoa. He's flying around. Whoa. What the hell?
He's flying around. It's his space station. He can do whatever he wants.
Okay,
That's
I might have figured it out. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Look at me moving now. That's great. We're back to normal. All I had to do was drag my finger over the lens for some reason. Put a big smudge on there. That sounds efficient.
It just
All right,
couldn't
welcome
focus.
back.
Now his audio's not working.
No,
good.
my audio is working, but now I'm just wondering why it stopped tracking again all of a sudden. This sucks, you guys! Oh no!
He has all that power and he's still living in
It's
the past.
fine. You have us here to make up for it.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at us. We're moving around. Whoa.
We stay schmoving though. Okay. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we're gonna be fine. Looks like I'm okay. Looks like we're tracking again. The Vector Spaceman Show, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for struggling through our technical difficulties there. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this sorted out before the next show because this has been like unusually persistent. That when we're streaming now, we will occasionally lose our audio or our camera or something like that. And it's kind of not great.
I've cursed you, Spaceman. Now you'll
Oh, it was Nef all along. We should have known. We should have known. I should have known it was you, Nef.
With it too.
I would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
It's into the airlock for you.
Authentic navigator.
It's your navigator.
Your augmented navigator.
Your augmented legless navigator.
Your legless. Yeah. Well, what are you guys looking forward to aside from projects this year? You got anything game-wise or show-wise?
No, man, I hate games. I always say that.
You say
I
Why?
can never-
go ahead.
You hate games because I've been like, hey man, let's play games. And he's ghosted me for.
Who, Vector?
Yeah.
That's
I
because he
No,
doesn't.
man.
Vector doesn't use Discord. That's why.
That's,
I
yeah.
use Discord every
Well,
now and
now
then
you do.
for stuff.
Every now and then.
Yeah, I didn't used to. That's true. Used
Well,
to
he's
have to
not
like
set to-
send me messages right over Twitter or something when we wanted to do stuff. I just never used Discord before I started doing streaming stuff.
Why? It's good. It's fun.
It is good, yeah, but I just never had a reason to use it, so I was just like, what do I need to use that for?
Well, yeah, if you don't have friends, there's no reason to use VoIP, right? So
We have friends, but I just, I use stuff like TeamSpeak and stuff like that.
TeamSpeak, man, Mumble is Mumble still alive? What's the
Because
other?
because we're a bajillion years old.
User joined your channel like while you're streaming.
Yeah, right. Sometimes the user joins your channel, and it's great. You get that little notification. Or Hamachi, back in the day. What was the other one?
God, I love sushi.
Ventrilo, that kind of stuff.
Ventrilo, yeah.
I'm gonna disappear for like 2 weeks at the start of
2 weeks?
summer.
Oh, what's
Summer.
up?
You going to the mountains?
Yeah, so I have a thing that I'm doing as part of my geology major, and I'm going to the mountains for that.
Oh, you have to go live in the mountains for 2 weeks.
I
I might be disappearing around the same time for a little bit. planning a trip up to Yosemite with some friends.
God, I wish.
Fun.
Yeah. Be jealous.
Yosemite's kind of like a
I might
mountain.
go all the way to fucking Appalachian just to do it. I want to go to the Appalachian.
Just to go up on some rocks.
I want to go. I want to go to the trail, man.
Go to the trail.
Walk on some rocks.
Nef, local trails like around the neighborhood don't even compare to the
Oh, I know.
country
I've been
trails.
to like, actual mountain trails before.
No, I know you have. I'm just making a statement. I'm just voicing your name just because I know you can relate.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. Like little local hiking trails through the woods, it doesn't compare.
Do you go to the mountains, Vector, or you a RV, or I need to
Not
have my
locally,
showers?
because here's the thing, is that Canada, where the space station happens to orbit over top of, is sort of geographically vast. And
Nice.
so you get mountainous areas in some places, and you get very, 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 very flat areas in other places. And we happen to live in a very flat place. So we don't get much mountain or hill around the space station. But I did used to go up mountains when we were living in Japan, because of course those are much more common over there.
Yeah.
I
God, dude, I wanna-
hiked all the way up Mount Fuji one
So fun.
time, which was super fun.
God, that sounds so fun. I want to do that.
We got up there
Yeah.
just in time to see the sunrise, which is the big thing you're supposed to do. You hike up during the night, and then you get to see the sun come up from the highest point in Japan, which is super fun.
God, that sounds awesome.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if camping in Japan isn't as laid back as laid back camp.
I think
Because-
camping in Japan is pretty laid back. I've heard,
Really is. to be
I know
honest with
some
myself.
people who have gone camping in Japan, and it's just been like nobody bugs you. You just pitch a tent practically wherever you want, as long as you're not in sort of like the middle of the city, that sort of thing.
God, that sounds so
And,
nice compared to national parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was living around Sendai when I was in Japan, so I got to go up and around the Mount Zao area. So that was nice too.
Fun.
Nice trails. They've got a really cool feature. Let me see if I can bring this up. Zao, I forget what it's called. Something I. Yeah,
While he's looking this up, Dren, do you
yeah,
have a
let me
favorite
look that up.
Do I have a favorite what?
favorite mountain?
Favorite mountain?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm right by the Rockies, so I can't really say otherwise.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
You got to rep that local.
exactly.
Local.
I mean, my
But-
favorite mountain isn't even on Earth, so
Nice,
Hmm.
yeah. I don't know. I think it's less about the mountain and more about the vibe, the weather, all that stuff.
Yeah, must be great living in a super warm place with super nice geography.
Yeah, do you guys enjoy your seasons?
I do. I like seasons.
Seasons are great, but
I also like having water and not everything being on fire all the time. That's pretty nice to not have.
that's pretty rad.
That's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yeah, as cold as it can get, it's great that stuff doesn't, just burn for no good reason.
Thinking
I live far enough south. I'm good.
I'm
They
pretty
can
proud of
burn.
that. I'm happy that we don't have like a bazillion earthquakes every 5 seconds.
That's a fun fact that blows my mind when people visit. It's like, did you feel that? I'm like, what? Was that an earthquake? I'm like, what? There was an earthquake?
You're just so accustomed to it. Is that the thing?
Pretty much, yeah. I have a good buddy that moved out here. I want to say it was like 6 years ago or something. And he's like, yeah, the first year I was here, man, I could not wake up in the middle of the night because of an earthquake. And I'm just like, dude, I sleep, dude. I didn't even notice.
Mhm.
But it's the same. I've heard stories about people who live in like California that go to the what is it? Is it Tornado Valley, right?
Yeah.
It's like they see a tornado hit touchdown and they're just like, dude, we're all gonna die. We gotta run. The locals are just like, dude, relax, we'll be fine.
Here, I found what I was talking about. Check this out. We're gonna zoom back up to the TV. Zoop, 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 zoop. This is Okayama Crater. It is a big crater.
Oh, I know
around Mount Sao, and it's a natural hot spring area. So you get all this green mineral water. It's got this big old like it looks like something must have hit here and then went and pushed up the backside or something like that. It's huge. You can hike close to it, but you can't get too close because it's very hot. But it's that's nice because you don't get like tourists like trampling all around the area and stuff like that. But it's cool. It's very cool, and it's very high up. You can see the cloud layer surrounding it.
Pretty. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a very cool spot.
This is gonna be a weird analogy, but you know how like you get cravings for foods. My craving for travel, the deepest one that I have is hot springs. Man,
Hot Springs,
once a year, I'm just like, man, I want to go in a hot spring so bad. Maybe I should just fly to Japan for the weekend. No, that's a waste of money.
Just for the weekend, yeah. Just a little jaunt.
Just for the hot springs. Oh man.
These two fuckers have both been to Japan. They're always like, oh well, I lived in Japan. I'm like, man, I want to go to Japan.
You're allowed. You can just go to Japan. Nobody can stop you.
But I don't have the money. Man.
Sorry, that's not entirely
not
true.
cheap.
They can stop you at the airport if you are a criminal or they just don't like you.
Yeah,
you know what? I wanted to go to China, but then a bunch of stuff happened in the past several years, and I'm like, I'm not going to China anymore.
And Dregn got banned from China.
And then you guys might want to go to Japan before potential war breaks out. Who knows what's going to happen in the next decade?
That would suck, yeah.
That would suck, right? But who knows?
So
Go see Japan when you get the chance. It's so
we're going back to the Stone Age like real soon.
Everybody in chat, man, I want to go to Japan. Man, imagine having the money to go to Japan. Man, Dragon, imagine going to Japan multiple times.
Yeah,
right?
here's a wild idea. Imagine if we can just get one sponsor for Hivecore so we can send everyone to Japan for a couple weeks.
It'd be so sad.
Ah, the live
how do
stream
we pull this
special, of
off?
course.
Yeah.
How do we pull this off?
Come on, it'd be so cool.
How do we pull this off though? It's so man.
It's the Hivecore live special. And
Chilling some random rich brand until they're like, oh, fine, you can
yeah,
go.
just get a sponsor from like Suntory or something like that,
Like a-
or Toei or something.
Vector, how fluent are you in Japanese?
Not super well. Like I'm not gonna hold down a super complex conversation or anything like that, so I'm not gonna be great for negotiating. But
Right, we're gonna have to recruit some linguists.
with Japanese.
Nani?
but I can be, I can get around that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Everybody's got to dress up as their, self. I'll wear the helmet. Nef will wear her glasses, I guess, since apparently there's not much difference. Dragon will wear a motorbike suit.
If I show up to the airport looking like that, they're gonna turn me around, Vector.
We'll dress them up to look proper.
If I get cosplayed show wearing this fucking costume,
You know what? Nova Swarm has it easy. They have casual gear.
they have casual outfits.
Oh, that's true. Everybody needs casual outfits. That's what we need first.
My 2.0 model first, and then I can show up as a magical girl and just be like, all
There you
right,
go.
playing.
Yeah, that'll be more natural. Yeah. That won't look out of place.
Yeah, no.
Oh, man.
I mean, like if it's a plane going to Japan.
hmm
It's
And
always
then
funny.
we film the Japan special, and we get to use the da 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 the turning Japanese in the intro credits, and it'll be great. Yeah.
That's Oasis.
I'm like,
No. It's a classic song.
I don't think that's even a Japanese song, is it?
It is absolutely not. I think they might be British. I'll look it up.
Oh, man.
I'll look it up real quick. Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Da 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 da. Song by English band The Vapors. Yes, it was English. Reminds me of Kappa Mikey. Yeah, that's right, Ellie. All mixed up art styles.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Man, talking about music, I was trying to get a VTuber band going, but man, that's another challenging fucking.
Yeah, that's got to be an issue.
Yeah, there's a couple people who are like super into the music, but there's also those who it's more of a hobby. I think is the realization I've come to.
Yeah.
Right, so trying to get.
I didn't say anything. Is because music is just a hobby for me, and I was like,
Yeah. But it'd
what
be
do you
cool.
play,
All
Nef? I don't know if we've heard about that before.
what?
She was in band. She's a band geek.
I play a bunch of instruments.
Yeah.
Oh, now that sounds familiar. Yeah, I think you did bring that up. I just can't remember what they were exactly. You asked us to guess what instrument you played. I remember that, and I think we got it wrong.
No, I only remember 2 instruments. Was it 2 or more?
There's a couple.
Wasn't trumpet one of them? There was something
guitar and
brass,
sax.
right?
Sax.
One of those I didn't play.
Oh, darn it.
Guitar and sax.
I played sax. I did a little bit with guitar. I did cello. I did violin. I did piano. Those are the big ones.
Man, Vector really was telling the truth.
know.
VTubers are just the best dabblers, aren't they?
Dilettantes. Man, so how could we never get Nef music streams then? You got all these talents that you don't show off.
I don't want to do it. It's
I
embarrassing.
don't want to do it. I'm Nef. I don't want to show off my skills.
Hey, wait. No, that's what you sound like.
That's what you sound like.
She does that shit to me all the time. She's muted.
I know, it's such a good voice though. Like, that's the perfect make fun of somebody voice. I do that all the time.
You perfect make fun of you.
I'm play the guitar on the stream.
Dude, I'm
Perfect
like so bad.
impersonation.
The reason I never do any of that stuff on stream is because I'm bad at all of it.
But what if
this
what if-
multi-talent?
Yes, and I don't wanna.
Here's a question: If you did a bunch of like little, just like I don't know, like you, God, how do I phrase this? You take one of your instruments, you bang on it a little bit, right? You make a little clip of it,
Just
and then
bang on it a little bit.
If we were to send that to someone who mixes music, would you then do it?
A mix master.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Because we do have 2 people in the Hivecore channel that mix music.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. How confident are you, Nef? I'm gonna hold you to it. You better
Sounds
make
like
up
a
your
maybe
mind.
though.
Maybe.
That sounds like a maybe.
Well, I mean, that's like if I get the book published, it's going to be under like a pseudonym or something, so I can choose whether or not to associate with it. Because if it's bad, I don't want that associated with me, you know?
Her name, Nef Damon.
Yeah, something like that.
Nepeltunen.
Yeah. So it's going to be published under a pseudonym, and if it does well, then I'll be like, yeah, that was me. And if it does poorly, I just won't say anything.
It just never bring it up again.
Never mention it ever.
Nef's gonna have an alias for alias. What?
Yeah.
How
What's
deep
your-
can it go? How many layers?
Maybe I'll just publish it under Nef. I don't know. We'll see.
No, but as for like the artist author portrait or whatever, just put your model.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just with your big smiley face. Look at her big smiley face.
Who needs cover art? Look at that.
Right? Look at that.
Yeah, just put my stupid face on the cover.
What color are your eyes, technically?
What, the model's eyes?
Yeah. What would you
Enhance.
call it?
Zoom.
I specified gray.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
kind of looks like
humans-
bluey gray. Yeah.
Interesting. Because I was with someone who had eyes like
Beauty, says Cindy.
they called it they called it hazel, which I was like, is hazel like a? I thought that was
No,
like
hazel's
brown,
like
but
yellow.
Hazel's a color, but it's like brown.
It's
yeah,
like
but
brown color.
it sounds like, because I looked it up, because like, no, you're full of shit. There's no way that's hazel, because it had like a grayish tone to it. So, but it sounds like hazel does get classified for the
Steel
kind of
blue.
grayish eye color. Yeah, blue steel. Can you turn left?
Vogue for us, Nef. Look at that.
Start turning around Vogue
Classic.
for you. Well, I mean, I can explain why I made them gray if you want.
Sure.
I
Is there a
chose
story
gray because I think gray eyes work with any color scheme, and I wanted to be able to keep the same eye color and like general like appearance when I get other outfits and stuff like that.
It's not even her final form.
It isn't, no. That actually came from Final Fantasy XIV. My character in that game has gray eyes because I switch outfits constantly.
No.
And,
You had that character first?
Color scheme. Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay.
He's been
played
playing
14
Final Fantasy 14 for like
years.
20 years.
Yeah.
But that character's also named Nefeltanen.
Yes, it is. Nef has been a name that I went by before I started VTubing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unlike
Well,
Vector
look at that.
Spaceman. Or Vector underscore Spaceman, excuse me.
No, Vector underscore Spaceman was like...
Oh no!
It was like named after the design. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I've gone by Nef. God, how long has it been? It's been like 3 or 4 years that I've been.
Oh, that's
going
not too
by
long
Nef.
then.
Man, it's so tricky to find a username. Back in the day before I settled on like a couple that I'd rotate between, it would I'd probably spend as long creating a character name that I would creating a character.
Character names are important, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not that creative.
Ellie's saying you're secretly a cosplay VTuber, Nef.
I could be. I mean, I don't know. I am actually a space geologist, and I am actually a magical girl, so those aren't cosplay.
She's still sleeping.
Definitely, yeah, definitely both of those things.
I am?
Mm-hmm.
Are you doubting me?
No, I would never, ever. No, I don't, no.
Well,
In the near
completely on
distant
board.
future, Nef is going to be the grand overlord of Earth, so, you know.
listen, I have an army of magical meth quests.
Oh boy. One day, they'll be falling from the heavens after it stops raining.
Yeah, because everybody started, because they were all covered in oil, and then it started raining, and because the oil.
Oh
floats
yeah,
on-
but then it stopped raining and they all fell and they all died.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So the rain stopped, and they all fell, and that was May 2021, New York City, Heaven's Stairway incident.
I thought it was May 21st, 2021.
No, it was May 2021, and then the oil truck.
Oh, just May 2021. Okay.
Yeah, so the oil truck crashed and spilled oil all over everybody, and then it started raining, so they all floated up into the sky.
Because of the water, yeah.
Right, because the oil floated on the water. But then, the rain stopped, and they all fell and died.
As it does, yeah.
You know, fun fact, Nef walked out of the La Brea tar pits.
Dude, come on. I told you not to tell anyone, man.
Lore drop, is that what we're getting?
Listen, I've existed since before the universe. All right,
That's before time.
Oh, speaking of this topic, guess what my Wi-Fi
Speaking of
is
this
called?
topic.
Yeah, this is kind of a segue, maybe.
what's your Wi-Fi called?
My Wi-Fi is called The Land Before Time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The Land Before Time, that is good. I remember those films. There were a lot of those.
Well, Indigo, see, in May of 2021, there was something.
Yeah, so in 2021 in May,
Ah, jeez, are we gonna go through all this again? All right, strap in.
in New York City, there was this oil truck, right? And it crashed and spilled oil all over everybody, right? So everybody had oil on them. And you know how oil floats on water? So it started raining, right? And then the oil floated on the rainwater, and so everybody floated way up into the sky, into the heavens. And then it stopped raining, and everybody fell. And it was called the Heaven's Stairway incident because everyone fell and died.
Yeah, Vector, come on, put it up on the screen again.
I'm putting it up on the screen. Hold on. Zoop.
On the screen, yeah, there we go.
There we are. The May 2021 New York City Heaven Stairway incident, where everybody got covered in oil and then they all went up because of the water, and then the rain stopped and they fell and they all died.
And so they all floated up in the air, and then when it stopped raining, they all fell and died.
Ridiculous.
You should just leave that on the monitor, honestly. I think that's good.
Just leave it up in the background. Like, what
Well,
is this,
just the
rap
whole
happening?
time, just leave that up there for the rest of the show.
That'd be great.
Never forget, you guys, the May 2021 New York City Heaven Stairway incident.
Yeah, when there's this oil truck.
Where did this come from, though? Legitimately, what is this?
Where did this come from? It happened. It was from May 2021, New York City. Heaven's Stairway
Yes,
incident.
the incident.
You didn't see it in the newspaper?
The rapture is a cyclical process, man. It happens every.
Listen.
every so often.
We can Google stuff, but save us some time here.
Oh, what do you mean?
We could inform everybody in the chat who has no idea what's going on.
No, it came from New York City, 2021, in May.
Mm-hmm. Which was also the year you were born.
Yeah, that's the year I was born.
Hey, this has been bothering me the whole night, but is it my imagination or did the Vector Spaceman sign behind us, did that get moved?
Did it get moved? No, there's just two of you in the way now.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's definitely been moved.
It hasn't been moved.
It feels like it's down into the right.
It has not been moved.
I don't know, man.
I made the scene. It hasn't been moved.
Put it back.
I'm not putting it back because it hasn't been moved.
You moved it. You definitely moved it.
How am I supposed to put it back if it hasn't been moved?
Click and drag. Move it.
Click and drag. First of all, we can't click and drag because it's not an independent scene item. We got a whole background thing going on here.
You should put Nef behind the background.
I should put Nef in the airlock, is what I should do.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wait, don't kill me, please. At least freeze me in carbonite, man. Come on, man.
You have your
be
helmet
considerate,
on,
right?
You'll
Yeah,
be
you
fine.
gotta, yeah. It's a Berenstain Bear situation? Yeah, was the sign moved?
Was it Bearstein or Bearstain?
Well, it was always
Doesn't that just-
Berenstain, but it just spelt differently was the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this, one of those mandala effect type deals?
You're a Mandela effect.
I really am. I should. In that other dimension, I have legs.
That's true.
Oh, that's wild, though.
Isn't it?
Here's something I wanted to ask you guys. I actually made a note of this because I wanted to hear so much about it.
Hours and
Take notes.
6 minutes to ask us.
Well, we had other stuff to talk about, so, you know.
That's true. We did have to talk about New York City.
Important
There was a
things.
lot that happened in May of 2021, you know?
It's true. No, you guys, along with fellow friend of the show, Mego the Stego, recently did a Pocky Hot Chip Challenge the other weekend. So how was that? Could you describe the sensation for the peoples?
Bad.
It sucked.
So keep talking, nobody explodes. Playing that with the three of us was a lot of fun. We were amazing at defusing bombs. We
really
were never gonna die.
Great at it.
The chip?
Actually, we just decided, let's eat the chip.
Yeah, we were so good. Like, what was it? Like an hour and a half in, 2 hours in?
It was like 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, we were too good. But the chip,
You
I'm
did
never
not explode.
Buying that again, it was disgusting.
It
It was
wasn't
so
even
gross.
like fun bad. It wasn't even like it like a fun like horrible. It was just horrible. Like it just tasted like chemicals and bad. Like it wasn't even good. It didn't even taste good.
No.
Well, I don't want to say that you guys wimped out, but you all made it pretty clear on your stream that nobody just ate the whole chip. What do you think might have happened if you did?
I'd be dead.
You'd be dead.
Yeah.
I was not.
I gotta say,
man, I didn't want my intestines to die. So
for the tiny little chunk that I was nibbling on and consumed, my stomach that night was what's the word? Like muscle convulsions were going on.
That's pretty rough.
It was. I don't even want to think about what people who eat the entire chip go
yeah,
through.
that's why I didn't.
Yeah, I imagine the next 48 hours was just going to be just horrible.
Oh, Ellie's done this too. Ellie's saying, I ate the entire chip. Y'all probably would have puked. Goodness gracious, that's an endorsement.
See, the three of us, Vector, are in the STEM field, so we have at least some degree of self-awareness.
What are we saying? That Ellie's got no sense of self-preservation?
Ellie, what was your story? Why'd you eat one? Why did you go through this?
You let us know in the chat. What do you think the weirdest thing that you guys have ever eaten is?
Pig brain.
Interesting.
Pig brain? Why'd you eat a pig brain?
In Japan.
That's dangerous, man. You can't eat brain.
That kind of checks out, though. I think the weirdest stuff I ever ate was in Japan, too.
No, brain's like actually dangerous to eat. You can get like horrible shit from it.
Or mad cow disease.
Probably, but I was young.
Happened just because people ate monkey brain.
I don't think it was raw. I'm pretty sure they cooked it. Pretty sure it was boiled.
Fix
It
it.
probably helps. I mean, that's probably better, right?
I don't know. But again, this was like when I was in my single digits. I just remember it because it was like my aunt and uncle were making a big deal about like it's some delicacy, and it was just
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they were just messing with you.
No, it by far. I still recall like the shape and the texture. It's like spongy and kind of. I don't know how to describe it in anything.
I feel like brain would be spongy.
Yeah.
Maybe your brain.
Wow.
It's just full of hot air. You got holes in it. It's a sponge.
Wow.
It's got to let it breathe, man.
Wow. Such guests.
I ate it after my birthday, and my family threatened me to never. You got threatened to never do it again.
really,
That's funny.
She enjoys spicy stuff and wanted the pain because she was bored. See, I get that, but here's the thing:
goodness.
Meg and I both have 0 spice tolerance, so that's why we didn't like actually eat the whole chip.
So Ellie is like a thrill seeker. That's great. We love that.
Yeah.
Whereas you and Meg is just spicy wimps.
Yeah, I'm bad with spice, man.
Me too, though, to be fair.
I
Dragon,
mean,
I think, seemed like he
full
had
on
the
licked it.
best time with it. And by best time, I mean the least worst time. But
Yeah.
even you're saying it wasn't great.
I was so desperately hoping. Like I get the outside and the powders and whether it was chemicals or organic doesn't really matter. Like the combination was just gross. It tasted like licking tar off the
It
ground.
really did just taste gross. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even fun.
But my biggest disappointment was like even the chip was gross. It just tasted like layers of compressed
Right.
cardboard. It was
It
nasty.
wasn't like a chip. It just
Yeah.
tasted like crap.
It was a processed chip just to contain the powders. I don't even know.
It was bad.
I wouldn't.
Guess that's
do it
why it's a
again.
challenge.
Yeah, it's like the internet. You know, why do people do dumb shit? Because we
Here's a
challenge
story. I
Oh,
don't
because
think
it's the internet.
you. Yeah.
Right after we did that, I told my mom about it, and she
Did
was
you
like,
give her the rest?
she was like, "Save it. I want to try it." And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
nice.
no."
Did she?
She did not, because
She licked it?
apparently heart attacks are way more common in older people. So
Mm.
she didn't want to get a heart attack, and I was like, "That's probably smart."
That's probably fair.
Considering how my stomach I was literally having like intestinal contraction. It was weird. It felt like I had some living object squeezing my intestines.
Like an alien
yeah.
Like
But,
an alien.
from Prometheus.
yeah.
Oh.
But Ellie, did you say that you threw up, or did you say that we would probably throw up? Which I'm assuming
She
that
said
must
you
come
would
from
probably
experience.
throw up. She's got no confidence in you. Indy over here saying, I eat a lot of weird things, but don't think I've ever had anything very especially questionable. For me, again, it was Japanese stuff.
300 flavor gelato, please. I enjoy tasting weird stuff.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I did throw up. Okay, so
Oh,
I did-
nice.
nice.
Yeah, I don't think you could hold that down. If you were to eat the whole chip, like your sinus is immediately overridden by just
Oh, that's the
chemical
worst,
or
though, isn't
whatever
it?
effect.
You just
You're-
start
you're-
oozing.
Yeah, you probably start drooling uncontrollably. Your stomach
Yeah.
probably just instinctually it's like, get that shit out of me now.
It wasn't fun.
But I was completely fine after throwing. Well, that's
I
that's your body's defense mechanism there, then, isn't it?
Exactly.
was dying.
Just let it all go.
Yeah, what's the weirdest shit you guys had ever eaten though?
What's
Oh, I
the
was
weirdest
just talking
shit?
about that, yeah. So for me, it was Japanese stuff again. I feel like urchin was kind of weird. I know it's much more common over there, but I just thought it had the weirdest texture to it. Did not like that at
urchin's
all.
good.
Natto just sucks. I'll just say it. It's the worst. Stop
It's
eating
not
it.
the
Stop
worst,
making
rude.
it.
It's
It's
good for
just,
you.
ugh, it's gross. It smells.
It's not
It doesn't
gross.
taste very good. It's, yeah, nasty.
God, you're so
Um,
white.
But I think horse meat was probably what I'd call the weirdest that I ever ate. Because that's something that they eat more commonly in Sendai. Horse meat and
They do that in
cow tongue.
England
They do
too.
that. And any place in Tohoku, up north there, they do horse meat. They do cow tongue. It's like gummy. It was like raw horse meat too, because it was like horse meat sashimi. Wouldn't try it again. I don't think I'd try it again. It thinks you're nasty too, Vector. Oh, well, fine. You know what? I'm fine with that. I won't eat it. It doesn't have to eat me. We can just leave it at that.
Who was talking about chicken hearts like a few weeks back? Ellie, was that you guys on Nova Swarm?
That was
Chicken
nice
hearts.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I imagine tongue. I feel like I've had tongue. It's like a combination of heart and liver texture. I feel like was what I remember. But
what the
I
fuck?
remember it being kind of rough.
I don't like this conversation.
no. Well, you're on your East Coast. You're like yeah.
I haven't eaten anything weird, man.
That's probably.
You know-
I wish I hadn't eaten anything weird. That's probably for the best.
Once
It
upon a
did not
time,
improve my life at all to eat horse meat.
once upon a time, all the seafood you love, Nef, was considered weird.
Yeah, like
it was-
lobster.
That was in like ye olden days when people thought like I don't know, breathing was weird. Like
No, you guys
Man,
don't remember
y'all
the story
breathe?
I told about. Dang. Vector's actually the one that's not fully alive.
Listen, fantastic conversation. We got to take a short break. We're going to be back in about 30 seconds, you guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back once again with Dregn and Nef here on the Vector Spaceman Show. Catch you real soon. Ta-ta.
ta.
Ta-ta.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta buy it.
Bad food's an easy conversation topic. All right, I can't
And we're
hear right now.
back on the Vector Spaceman Show with Dregn and Nef. Nef's busy pooping. Dragon's busy getting some water. Me, I got everything I need right here. I got my drinks all set up. You know, we're professional. We stay professional around here.
Nef's looking into everyone's souls right now.
I know.
Oh my
Look at
God.
that. Jeez, it's eerie.
little
Just
bit, little
floating, just bouncing slightly. Slowly.
Indigo, why are you
Oddly.
asking about coal? Oddly, I mean, the odd's always there, but you know.
That's a good question, though,
Coleslaw.
Indy. Do y'all like coleslaw? It's not the weirdest thing in the world, but yeah, I like coleslaw. It goes good on its own. It goes good on... I actually like putting it on, like, burgers and stuff.
Coleslaw's hit or miss for me. Sometimes it's real good. I don't like it when it's super wet or if the mustard is like really strong, but
Mm-hmm, I get that. Gotta eat with, like,
Yeah.
fish and chips or something like that. You know, it goes great with certain stuff.
exactly.
Hi,
Nef's
Coleslaw
back.
barbecue.
I'm back.
Oh, I guess we should change topics now that Nef's back, huh?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
What? What
Anyways,
the
so yeah, about coleslaw.
What?
No,
Huh?
it's okay. No, you're back. You're back. Let's we'll talk about coleslaw.
Yeah,
Nef, do you
let's
like
move on to
coleslaw?
talking about coleslaw.
I don't like this anymore.
You know, in one way, this conversation has been good for my lungs because I'm getting all the shit out. But you know, it
Well,
hurts.
that is good.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to be all backed up.
Have you guys ever had pneumonia? I've never had pneumonia.
Have you ever had pneumonia? No, I don't think I've ever had pneumonia.
I had a buddy of mine who has asthma that gets it like all the time.
Can you get it
I don't
all the
know.
time?
No, well, I don't know. He has some issue where growing
People
up, he was
die
getting it,
from
like, once
pneumonia,
a
don't
year. Oh yeah, no, he has bad asthma. So I don't know how it's related, but I guess he gets liquid in his lungs frequently.
You got your lungs in my liquid.
Ooh.
You got your liquid in my lungs. Oh, Indy's sick right now too. Man, what is with y'all getting this end of the winter flu?
Yeah, is it the flu, man? Someone was telling me that it might be a flu going around, but man, I haven't had the flu since the flu got replaced by COVID. Shit.
Oh, so that's what you've got then. Clearly.
It doesn't exist
Clearly.
anymore. It's COVID.
Yeah. I mean, it's just rebranded, right? It's like a new VTuber arc.
It's like a new arc. There you go.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm re-debuting as COVID.
Yep.
And nobody liked that.
Nobody likes that.
We all had to stay indoors and be online personalities for a few years. How lame was that?
Now I'm sad.
That was definitely an interesting time. But I don't know.
It was. COVID's still a thing. COVID isn't over.
It never
Yeah, but
will
we're
be at
allowed to
this
go
point.
outside and do stuff now, so it's different.
Yeah, but it's the Pandora's box. Once it's been opened, it's there.
Yeah.
Regardless,
You're even
of where
allowed
it
to
came
leave
from.
the country. You could go places like Japan.
I could, you know, if I just miraculously came into a couple $1,000, I could go to Japan. That'd be great.
It might need a little more than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got the right idea.
You know, in a way, I'm actually glad that the flu, quote unquote, is back. I'd much rather have the
No,
flu.
hang on. So walk me through why the flu is a good thing.
I feel like I know what he means, but I'd like to hear it too.
Well, no, because that tax return. Just shut up. No, but like I'd much rather know that, oh, hey, I caught the flu, rather than a doctor being like, yeah, the flu doesn't exist anymore. It's just Rona, right? No? Yeah.
No,
All right, not 100% what I thought you were going with, but
No.
yeah,
What do
okay.
you think I was going with?
follow. I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
because well, so okay, come on, because like 2020, 2021, and maybe even 2022, the flu just did not exist from like the medical world. No one talked about the flu.
Well,
no
I'm
one
sure it
contracted the
still
flu.
did.
Yeah, but every person.
Listen, I
every-
still get my flu vaccine every single year, so I mean,
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, I don't miss this. I could do without. It's been so long. It's been like I think last
Yeah,
time. I got
obviously,
sick,
nobody likes getting sick.
I think it's been like
well,
4
I mean,
years since I've had a flu.
apparently some people do.
Apparently. But yeah, outside of that, how do we travel more? We got to travel more. People should travel more.
I'd love to travel more, man.
Yeah,
I
you just
want
don't got the cash for it, man.
Yeah, man, what would you guys do if so I saw this video article, I forget, talking about how fast food restaurants are replacing workers with robots now. I mean, they kind of already
With
did
robots?
Well, they've been slowly doing that. Like the drink dispensers are all robotically handled now. So now they're looking at like the fryers are going to be robot handled, and probably eventually the burger flipping and sandwich making is going to be going through a machine and just spits it out.
All for the sake
Yeah.
of consistency.
Consistency, who
and
knows?
not having to pay employees.
Yeah, but see, if this continues as the argument goes, we're gonna have to come to a point where like non-skilled workers are gonna have to just get like common income or whatever, universal income. What do they call it?
Yeah,
Basic
universal-
income?
Basic income. Yeah. But it's gonna suck if people can't make money to travel, because I mean, having done it, it's like people deserve to go see other countries. Like
You'd be like a feudal serf, just bound to the land you were born on.
I know we've come full circle in a metaphorical way, haven't we?
We literally have.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
Except
But,
now you can read
yeah.
and watch TV.
For now.
For now, yeah, until that solar burst wipes
Well,
out all
you know,
electronics.
Fucking like teachers are like just quitting.
Yeah, why are teachers quit? I've been out of education for too long.
and like killed.
Oh, yeah, because they don't
Ah.
want police officers to protect them, and they don't want to give teachers weapons to protect themselves. So it's just leave and deal with it. What's the solution there?
They die or quit.
Die or quit? Yeah.
That seems like it'd be a weird thing if you had like a gun in the classroom. That might also be a uniquely American issue.
An arms race
Oh, that's a good point.
situation. It just makes it easier for some kid to snap.
Yeah, but
that's
if they're
true.
gonna snap, isn't that what's already happening though?
No, because then at least there's time in between them acquiring the gun and being at the school. If there's already a gun in the school, they can just take that and instantly start killing people.
Well, that should never happen if they're following safety rules. But
Right.
that's a conversation we're not ready to have.
Indy over here, proponent of the BUI, the Basic Universal Income. They've done a lot of tests with schemes like that in different countries, including here in Canada as well in some places, where they give people sort of a little stipend, essentially, of guaranteed income at the start of every month. And, affords some people the opportunity to, maybe do a little more free time stuff, or pick up new hobbies, or start their own business, or stuff like that.
And
And that
shocker
seems pretty cool.
quality of life.
You know what's funny about this test though is that when the states had done it with their what do they call it? Their relief handouts or whatever. More people stop being productive than the other way around. So
Was this during
skeptical
COVID
about
times?
it. Yeah, this was during COVID times too. But I don't know. I do think if our mentality was to, hey, yeah, your day-to-day needs are taken care of, and you just gotta be productive. I think education is where it needs to start, because if people aren't educated to be productive, then it'll just fall apart immediately.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that's not just an American thing then. You just don't want to do anything.
Listen, the America's education's fucked right now. I don't know how else to explain it. I've heard zero good things about our education system.
Our education blows. It's bad. There was this like test, I guess, the study they did where they had a bunch of people do 4-day work weeks with 3-day weekends.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a huge thing. Like, they loved it. They said they wouldn't go back even if they were paid more.
Yeah, who wouldn't love, a 4-day work week? Now, I wonder though, even if you were to do something like that, would you still keep a 5-day school schedule? Or would you want to move to a 4-day school schedule as well?
I got a question about school schedules. Why is school schedules set up in the worst possible way for the parents responsible for their kids?
It's also set up the worst way possible for the kids.
Yeah, probably.
Like with big vacations? Like that, what you mean? Or just like the time
hours,
of day?
the start time,
the
end
hours,
times.
okay.
Tell you why.
Like, none of it makes sense to me looking back at it.
Because of
Like,
sports.
sports?
Yeah.
Is it
Sports
really?
teams are like, yeah, we need time after the school day to do our practice and whatever bullshit. And they're like, all right, we'll just move the entire school day earlier in the day.
Oh, that's
It's
dumb.
so early.
I do
That
think
can't
after
be
school
it.
activities is
That's
important.
100% why. So there's time for sports after the school day.
Mm. I mean, it's necessary, but if moving up the school schedule to account for that, that's wrong. That's not the right way to look at that.
It's bad.
It should be it's extracurricular for a reason. It's extra.
Yeah. It's stupid, but that is why.
I think Japan's model of having clubs.
Both the American and Canadian schooling systems could get away with doing sort of like a trimestered system rather than this 2 months off in the summer sort of thing. That was one thing that I actually thought was pretty, well done about Japanese schools when I was over there, was that they'd have 3 terms per year separated by maybe a week or 2 of vacation, rather than having like 8 weeks of vacation in the summertime, which is kind of like a holdover historically from back in the days when you'd want kids to help out at homesteads and stuff like that during the summer months, which isn't a very common thing anymore.
You know why it's also a bad idea is because as soon as you go out into the real world, you don't get vacations like that anymore. So you're
That's
setting
true. I can't
poor
remember the last time
precedent.
I got a 8-week vacation.
Right? Oh man, how nice would that be?
That would be great.
I know. That time you could probably take a boat to Japan. Probably be cheaper.
Sponsors, invest in the Vector Spaceman show and the Hive Core initiative so we can take a big 8-week vacation to do our live action Japanese special. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be nice.
They're really nice.
And look how nicely they ask. Make a plea, you guys. Make an appeal.
Yeah, who is it? Like, who do I gotta call every day?
Oh, look at that. She's halfway to her cat form already. Goodness gracious.
I am, bro. I got the cat face.
Oh, look at that.
Old cat face Nef.
A rare sight.
A rare sight indeed. Oh, speaking of sponsorships and stuff like that, here's something. I was doing this earlier today, actually. I was looking at some prices on Cameo. Do you guys know Cameo, the service?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you can like pay celebrities and stuff like that for videos, like personalized videos and things like that.
Yeah, you can make them say what you want.
You can make them say whatever you want. That's the best part. So I was actually looking at ideas for like, could we get a very like noticeable voice to do that live from Harbor Station thing that we do at the start of the show every time. So I was looking at some prices. Here's the thing though, like they're set up to be actors, they're visual most of the time. You want someone who's got a really recognizable voice, and that's harder to shop for, it turns out. But I did figure out that for $500, I could maybe get Flavor Flav to do the intro line for the show. And that, I think, is pretty rad.
Yeah, that's definitely a recognizable voice.
Right? It'd be like, live from Harbor Station, it's the Vector Spaceman Show! Yeah, boy! That would be pretty rad. That would be pretty rad.
That would be pretty cool.
I was looking at some other stuff too, like you can get Greg Proops for $60, or like Wayne Knight for $450. People whose voices you'd probably recognize, but the big like disparity between like the super recognizable voices and like the nobodies, though. He would have been a great voice, yes.
What if
only Gilbert Gottfried was still alive? Definitely.
the actual voice from SNL's intro?
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good.
There, Vector, you should open this link and fill it out at some point.
Oh,
a
God.
link? You're gonna have me fill out a link? What the heck is this? You're sending me messages?
Cameo.com/enroll.
Enroll? No, I'm not gonna enroll, you goober.
Why not? Why not? You'd probably get more from there than you will on Twitch.
Man, wouldn't that be sad? No, because what's the lowest you can rate yourself as on Cameo? That's what I want to know. I think the lowest I've seen on there is like 50 some bucks or something like that. For a short little.
Get those and you can get the.
Get the way. Get the what?
The Cameo he mentioned for 500 schmackaroos.
Start saving up for the real deal.
Yeah.
Listen, if Space Cadets ever want Vector Spaceman to say something, literally all you have to do is ask. We do it for free because it's so much fun.
Well, you heard it here. You heard it here. Do it.
You heard it here, you guys. Or we can make it a redeem. One of the two. Get those cadet credits flowing in the economy.
Yeah, why not? Throw a redeem up there. People need things to spend on this channel. What am I supposed to do with these 13,000 points, please?
What are you supposed to do with these unlimited points?
I just have so many points, man. What do I do
So
with them?
many points. What are you gonna do? Spend them all on hydrates and Owen Wilson's? Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So many points.
Although you know what? I think Kieran was here earlier, right? And then didn't he say that he's down to like 3 points? So I guess he's finding a way.
Because Kieran blows them all on claps every time that he shows up, and big cheers and things like that. Those are always good. And we cut that off.
I think I keep my economy pretty poor with my star samples because I have like the big, like 1,000-point redeems for like facts and stuff
Yours
like that.
are kind of expensive. That's true.
The no glasses thing is a big one.
Oh yeah, well that's a big one. See, if we could, easily impair ourselves like that just for funsies, then we'd probably do that too. But we just happen to be such a perfect specimen. That's the problem. There's just nothing wrong with us over here.
I'm trying to live my life. And you're over here like, oh God, my perfect vision. I'm just so
too
perfect.
good. Yeah, I was like perfect eyes and teeth and senses and yeah. Spaceman problems, you guys.
Yourself, just do like a redeem that where it like inverts your mouse or some shit.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Vector already has enough struggles on this stream, though. Please.
That's true. Yeah.
I got technical troubles, technical trubs. That's right. Got to figure this out before the next show. I am glad that we haven't experienced a fourth colossal failure in the program, though. Yet, he said, knocking on wood.
Knock on wood. Find support. And is there any in the space station?
No, it's too dense. It's not great for space. All that mass.
That's true.
I actually saw a really cool video today about making a computer case out of wood.
That doesn't seem.
Yeah, how's the thermodynamics with that?
I feel like heat would be kind of an issue, but I don't know if it'd be that big of an issue as long as your airflow's okay. I don't know. But it got me interested. It got me hooked. I watched it. It was pretty cool.
I guess, if you cut out a bunch of like hex grids maybe it's just like a
something like
frame
that,
and
right?
it'll work. Yeah, but yeah, if it doesn't have consistent airflow, that's gonna slowly heat up and catch fire.
You could have a PC that looks like an antique, like a family heirloom.
Just go
What you could,
bust.
yeah, what you could do is you could have like a metal frame inside and just good fans blasting air through it, and just the outside.
Aw, that's
wood.
cheating though. Come on.
No, it's not. Please, what freaking? What? Oh my god, my brain. I can't think. What year do you think we're living in?
Well, obviously we're sometime around
I
May
think we're
2021.
2023.
Yeah, I mean Nef's a full 2 years old right now, almost 3.
I
A
am.
whole 2 years old after that
Or no,
incident.
yeah.
After that tragic incident.
Did you guys know there's like a thing in Korea now, in South Korea, where you can be born and be 1 day old and your age will be listed as 2?
Is that right? Because they celebrate everybody's birthday at the same time, right?
Oh, now the thing is like, when you're born, you are 1 year old and you age up on like New Year's. So you
Yeah,
can be
everybody ages up on the same day, which is kind of cool, but also kind of whack.
Well, so you can be born on the 31st, and then on January 1st, you're 2 years old, even though you're 1 day old.
Do they
Yeah, that's-
consider you 1 years old because you've been gestating for 9 months?
Well, no, it's just you're born 1 year old, I guess. I don't know.
Because they
Yeah.
round up? Is that it?
I don't know, man.
Is this North Korea or South Korea?
No, real Korea.
Yeah, real Korea, not terrible Korea.
Not Korea Grande? I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's a misunderstanding of time and age. If you're
Yeah, it's weird.
you pop out, and I get the increase of integer perspective, but for age, yeah, unless you're counting the time in the womb, like your birthday, you're technically.
I don't know, man. I like having a birthday. I think we should keep our system.
South Korea, you do.
Think we should have birthdays?
Ellie would know. Man, okay, that's interesting.
It's weird.
So that means every Korean you meet is actually 1 year younger than. So they're lying about their age.
They're
constantly.
liars.
Yeah.
Every Korean is a liar. In terms of the Western calendar system.
I want to be on this podcast anymore.
They got rid of it recently, though. Oh,
Well, that's good.
Neff, why are you telling us fibs?
I didn't know, Spaceman. I didn't know. Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah.
God, why you tell us fun? Why aren't you perfect like me? Not everyone can be as perfect as you, Spaceman.
What
Your
if
head's
they
not
tried
nearly
really
round
hard?
I don't know. Maybe.
Have you considered just not being like blind and funky and weird?
All right.
Neff
Well,
likes.
podcast. Thanks for having me on.
I feel like saying Neff is funky is a compliment, though.
I do like being
She likes rad.
I'm kind of rad.
Yeah.
You could be even more funky if you rock those glasses you were going to wear for the broadcast.
Yeah.
I could. Yeah.
Put your headphones on, listen to some funky jizz.
Some jizz music, that's right.
Oh God.
And just riz all over the place, you know?
Oh my god.
I don't like that. I hate whatever you just did.
It's totally goat sauce, though, Nev. My goal
Don't
is
get
going to
that
be to
mixed up.
purposefully screw up any new slang.
I mean, you've been doing that for the past year. You're fine. You're on track.
I'm gonna keep doing it. That's gonna be my goal for this second year of streaming, is to purposefully and be willfully ignorant about every new slang that I hear these young folks like Neff come up with and try to ruin English with.
I just like 80s lingo. Okay, that's all I like.
80s lingo's pretty rad though. Oh, like rad. Rad's 80s lingo,
Rad, sick, tubular.
right?
You were born on the wrong coast.
I like 80s lingo.
It definitely is surfer speak though. He's right about that.
You can surf
Groovy.
on the East Coast.
I guess
You
that's
can.
true. Yeah,
But they're not nearly as rad as the West Coast surfers.
they're definitely not as rad.
That's true. That's true. But also, the East Coast has like the correct time zone, so
That's true, yeah. Why don't you live in a real time zone, Dragon? As long as we're
Also not-
talking about problems with people, what's the matter with you?
If we're talking time zones, when are we going to get onto like just like a universal times rather than this?
well, that's what I'm saying, man. When are we?
Yeah, we've got
Like
proper time zone
GMT,
already
but-
established. It's called EST. It stands for Excellent Standard Time.
Oh.
And you're still over on PST talking about pathetic standardized time, man.
Man, are you sure it's standard, not daylight? We don't even know what's going on anymore.
We're on the right time zone where the mudslides don't put out the fires started by the earthquakes while you sink
Yeah,
into
if you used a proper timekeeping, then you probably wouldn't have wildfires.
Probably.
You know, as much as our side will be underwater, you guys are gonna get flooded too.
Yeah, but at least we don't have droughts. We do have droughts, so there's droughts
Yeah, we
everywhere.
can just go swimming.
I can see the sky though.
So can we. No, you can't.
You think we don't have sky?
California. What do you mean? It's California.
It's fine.
Yeah, hope you like chewing on that air, bud.
Yeah.
Chewing on that air.
Oh.
Dang.
The pollution filling your lungs. You're not even actually sick. You just went outside.
Must have been rough.
Wait, hold up. Well, how does... East Coast is more condensed than the West. What is that?
Yeah, we're talking about smog, though. We're talking about smog.
Oh, okay.
Smog.
Do you
Guy
guys
doesn't even know about smog.
Smog.
Jeez, I know what that brown light is.
East Coast is more condensed, but across more cities.
It's irrelevant, you guys.
Yeah, you could have more cities.
We sure could. We sure could.
Listen, there's civilization, and then there's the West Coast.
There's whoa, what?
Yeah, you guys are like, oh, we want to have giant trees. And then,
Yeah,
you
you want to have
gotta...
a golf course in the desert. Oh, but there's a drought. What do I drink? Like, come on, bro.
Listen, that's because the people who run the state are dumb. If they were smart, they would have built a method to bring the water from the north part of the state down, and they would have had proper reservoirs down here too. It doesn't make sense. Don't ask me, you guys. I don't know. I just live here.
You should write a stern letter. That sounds like that's what you should do.
We all know that unless I hold them hostage, nothing will happen.
Oh, maybe you should do that. That sounds fun.
There you go. Thanks, Vector.
Hey, that's a publicity stunt right there.
Yeah,
Hey, there you go.
maybe I can sneak up on
I'm
a
doing
talk
this.
show.
My name is Dregn and Nef, and I'm holding up this city council meeting for the Hive Core Initiative. You can find us on Twitter and Twitch.
There you go. I'll just advertise.
Yeah, it's all advertising.
And then I'll go to jail. Yeah, it'll be great.
The big problem is that I swear too much for anyone to ever sponsor.
That could be true.
You know, gosh, you know what makes me sad is on YouTube. There's this crime channel that I'll watch, and they started censoring, like,
Crime?
should I even say these words on Twitch? I don't even know.
Probably
But
not.
the what do people commonly refer to it as? Grape. You understand that one?
Yeah.
A great flavor.
And then at use, it's kind of
Sounds French.
choose. God, I don't even know what to call it. But anyways,
You're
a bunch of violent terminology that it's a crime channel. It's like built like a documentary. That's how they present it, and they're bleeping. Yeah,
They'll have to bleep it, otherwise they won't get sponsored.
exactly.
Well, listen, if
And
they
then-
want to make a documentary channel, you don't do that on YouTube. You go to Netflix where you get one season and then you get canceled.
Dude, I wish I could go to Netflix and make a documentary about whatever I want. That'd be awesome.
I guess we're
Yeah.
just too late for that. We missed the money train.
We
you
did.
gotta make a script like the Jerry Springer show. Or
Is that show scripted?
no, Seinfeld. Sorry, I've got my names mixed up.
Those are very different.
They are
shows.
very different. I don't know why that one popped into my head, but
Well, you are very ill, so we'll let it slide.
yeah, I'm probably getting to the point where I should probably go back to laying down. But I hear the Netflix process is pretty brutal. But if you have like a good script, it's more likely to obviously happen. I don't know. It seems like they get a lot of them. Seems like it's anyone who wants to be a screenwriter. It's worth a try. Do it.
Worth a shot. Maybe we should give it a shot, Space Cadets. Maybe we should see an animated special on the small screen right in your homes where you can't share passwords anymore.
Well, you know what you
Maybe
can
we
do
should
is like,
give it a go.
just send them an existing special and be like, hey, here's a pilot. What do you think?
There's the pilot.
Yeah. Why not?
Listen, it's going to take me a month and change to make a single episode, and all the characters are people you're unfamiliar with. No professionals, no big name draws or anything like that. And we do all of our recording remotely over Discord. And yeah, it's super jank. And we use
that's not how
effects
Netflix
that we
operates.
rip
It's
from
not on
YouTube. We
You're
use
mixing it up with
audio
YouTube Red.
that we steal from all sorts of sources. And yeah, anyways, we're asking for $50 million, please and thank you, and we can get that out to you lickety split.
Japan. It's none of it's going into production. It's all just a trip to Japan.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, and also we're not going to deliver on it, but we are going to have to take a very long and very detailed scouting trip for location reference purposes over to the many islands of Japan.
Yeah. You know what? This could even be based off of a book a certain someone is going to be writing and releasing sometime this year.
There you go. Nef, here's what you got to do. You got to write a book about traveling to Japan with some friends and then sell the movie rights to that book. And then they can bill it as a true story too. Look at that.
Yeah.
True story. Whoa.
Nef, this far distant future, is there a time gate in Japan by chance?
A time gate?
Japan. No.
Damn. 10 strangers met one fateful day in front of XYZ shrine in Japan and found themselves in the distant future, 300 light years away from planet Earth.
Yeah.
This is like the beginning of John Carter.
Earth at all.
Unrelated to Earth, you said?
Yeah, none of it takes place on Earth.
Oh, why not? Earth's great.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Where is it then? Mars? Not Mars, because you hate stories that take place on Mars.
What the fuck? No, I love stories that take place on Mars. This one doesn't take place on Mars either. It takes place very...
It's always like, no, we can't terraform Mars because it's expensive and impractical.
It would be unfeasible to terraform Mars. It'd be a waste of money, time, and mass, and it's just stupid. It'd be terrible. Anyways.
So not Mars is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Mars.
Mars isn't the one. It probably wouldn't even be in the solar system. Did you guys hear about that announcement that I forget if it was NASA or independent scientists, but they're like, yeah, there's this weird bubble around our solar system that we can't understand.
What you talking about? Like the like plasma junk that's always keeping stuff out? Is that what you're talking about?
About
I
the
think
cloud.
The Oort
Is that what
cloud?
it's called?
Is that what you're talking about? Because we know about the Oort cloud.
Let me see if I could find.
How do you not know the first thing about space?
This was like in the past
Okay,
past
so I
couple
put
of months.
solar
year?
bubble, and immediately I already have a description of what exactly it is. So your idea that nobody can explain it, it seems
Did they
to be
explain it?
Yeah.
Let's explain it then.
Bubble. Okay.
The product of the flow of charged particles created by solar wind. The solar wind creates a giant spherical quote-unquote bubble around the sun in interstellar space known as the heliosphere. It's a stream of protons and electrons coming off of the sun.
So it is plasma gunk.
Yeah, it's just plasma gunk.
Does your whatever you're reading say how large it is?
Well,
Big.
big, obviously, if it's surrounding the whole solar system.
It
Yeah,
expands
maybe that's what it was.
1,000 light years wide.
Okay, yeah, that's probably the one I'm thinking. It's something that came out in the past year, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks about right. Okay.
New science
Yeah.
just dropped.
Dude, I love it when new science drops.
There's
Right?
always science dropping these days.
But why are they writing about that? Did Voyager run into it or something?
No?
No, I think
All right.
I learned about this recently. So yeah, it's actually not as recent as I thought.
I don't even really get anything from Voyager anymore.
I thought it was last month, but it's actually a year out. So no, that was my mistake.
Dragon with his mistakes. Classic Dragon.
I know we're short circuiting.
Damn.
Well, you know what wasn't a mistake, you guys? Putting this show together. having you guys on. We experienced some technical difficulties, but I think we had a great time, didn't we?
I did.
fun.
It was a great
Yeah.
time.
Anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Buy my book in 9 months.
I'll be very impressed if it comes out in 9 months.
No, it'll be.
Oh,
I mean,
Dragon's doubting. He's being a doubter.
Hey, she's more than welcome to prove me wrong. That'd be great.
I'm gonna finish it.
You got to prove him wrong now.
Publishing will take a while, but I'm planning on finishing it by the end of the year.
It's like
Oh,
me
so she's
telling
got to
this
get
other
it done before 9 months because publishing's going to take a while. So if we want it on bookshelves in 9 months, then Nef's really got to step up her game here.
Sure.
How do you get an editor for that kind of stuff? Do you send them just like the first
Go
few
to-
chapters, or
Hello, I would like to hire you as an editor, and then they're like, okay, and then they edit it.
yeah? But so I'm sure like it could help if you have the full thing written. But obviously, if they look at it and say, hey, you got to redo X, Y, and Z and blah. But because I've never tried to write a book, I don't know the process. But
Yeah,
like,
some people send like early drafts rather than the whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
like, is there like a pilot chapter that you would send, or is it like I'll just send them the first 3 chapters?
Well,
'Cause
I
if they
know
can't get past the first chapter, then it's not going to happen, right?
You might think. But I know that some publishers, like even specifically sci-fi publishers like Tor Books or something like that, have done open submissions and might still do open submissions where people can just submit their work. And if they like what you're, putting out, then they'll contact you about maybe, let's develop this into a real book or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think you can cold call certain agencies. Other ones, they don't like that. So you might try going through a publishing agent or something like that.
Hmm.
There's different ways.
Yeah.
All right, buy Nef's book, everybody. You guys, anything else we can look forward to seeing from you guys this week?
I got nothing to add, but yeah.
I know Nef Quest got kind of put on hold because of Dreggon's illness.
I'm not doing anything this week, man. I'm doing Minecraft tomorrow, probably, and then
Oh, fun.
raiding today.
Raiding on Friday, Final Fantasy.
Yeah. For those
With
of
the
you who
original
didn't know.
Nef, who predates the VTuber Nef.
There you go. But yeah, you guys actually beat the what's that boss's name last week, right? So you're on the new one.
Oh, this big stupid dog, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you should bill yourself, Nef, featuring original Nef.
Okay.
Yes. Stay well, everyone. Be well.
Classes
Do
it
good
up a
things.
bit. Yep. All right. That's going to be it for us tonight, you guys. As always, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, wherever and whenever you are. You can join us again. We'll be back on Friday for our regularly scheduled evening show. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, right here at Harbor Station. We'll catch you on the other side, Space Cadets. Now, until then, of course, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. Thanks again to our wonderful guests for the evening, Dregn and Nef. We'll see them both again real soon, I'm sure. And you, Space Cadets, will catch you on the other side. Take care, everybody. We'll see y'all again real soon.